This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Thirsty for complex narratives, in-depth characters, and lots of laughs? Support our ability to bring you consistent excellence and get some cool benefits in the process. Help us get to our next goal, and you can game with members of the Order and become part of the story. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Shadowrun, Anarchy is Dead, with David Larkins as the Game Master.
Undiscovered genius.
You are. I just hit record as soon as you said that.
This week's episode is called
Are you stable one?
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Bringing it to the table. I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
That could be one of came out of my mouth.
Well,
That could be one of your cues in the game is I'm an undiscovered genius. Fuck
Ooh.
you.
Well, seeing as how the president has, declared himself a stable genius, I don't want
Are
to.
you an unstable
I don't want to
genius?
go anywhere near the word genius at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
So,
Moving on.
speaking of episode titles, we are actually back into that territory where I will be naming the episode based on something that was said during the session. So,
Oh, good.
Oh, we are?
I'll take suggestions as we go along.
Great.
Yes, because I am challenging myself by running this game in a much more open, sandboxy kind of way. So we're not going to worry too much about being faithful to Shadowrun lore beyond the broad strokes.
Glad
So
I
if you
spent a
tuned
bunch
in
of
for
time
Shadowrun
reading.
goodness, good luck.
You can bring that in, of course. You can bring
I
that
spent
in.
all this time reading some of the background.
That's awesome. That's awesome. No. I'm not gonna. It's just that it's like, oh, what's in this part of Seattle? Oh, let me roll on the table. Hey, it's this. Whatever.
Can we go to Voodoo Donuts? Is it still around?
Sure.
Yes. Yes.
I'd say a place called
Voodoo
Voodoo
Soy
Donuts, definitely. Voodoo Soy Nuts, yeah, that's what it's called now.
Oh.
Sadly, but
Wait, is it donuts made out of
We've
soy?
never known the difference.
Probably, yeah.
So it's soy donuts.
Yeah, they definitely don't really have flour.
So they put a shit ton of glaze on them so that you're like, I just taste sugar, great.
Yes.
Again, you have
Oh God, what is their
Or whatever the sweetener of the
choice?
time is,
Is it
yeah.
just stevia?
Maybe it's
steeped in
It's
stevia.
probably stevia.
fake honey or something.
Yeah. Fake sugar.
synthetic.
For sure.
Synthetic.
Simple sugar.
Whoa!
Nothing happened.
It's insect spirit from imported directly from
Way to turn
Bugtown,
into a job.
Chicago.
There we go.
Yeah,
Just rock it off, fire it up.
That works.
it's subversive.
I'm the jock of the group. I have to jog to the snack table.
That has been established.
You're the jock of the group.
But she's the jock of
Because
the
I'm the
group.
only one who plays
Football
sports.
cupcakes.
Because of football cupcakes.
Yes.
So moving
So-
into this game.
Yes.
Yes. We all have our characters. Everyone's
I didn't
made
make
the
a character
characters.
shit.
Damn it! I knew I forgot something.
Just a backstory.
Just the backstory.
Really elaborate back.
Yeah.
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 There's no actual stats.
There's
or anything.
Vignettes upon vignettes.
Yeah.
Well, if we were playing Hero Quest, that would be your character.
Yeah, that is true.
That's a whole other thing. So yeah, let's just do a quick overview of the system before we jump into it, and then also we're gonna
I'm really
go
doing this.
we're gonna go around the table and reintroduce our characters, since I'm not assuming that everyone listened to our character creation session.
Which is shameful.
I mean, there was some good material in there. That's
Was
all
there?
I'm saying.
There was some classic stuff there.
There was some
Not
classic
gonna lie, I
stuff.
didn't write down any wacky quotes from you guys.
Yeah, no,
so
no,
maybe
it
was
wasn't.
a little.
Yeah, it was a little business as usual.
It
too.
was kind of, we had to get things sorted, and we did.
So far today, Renee has come up with gun accessories.
Guncessories.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She,
I like
her
that.
character
Those are my
has a
nerfs.
variety of
Nerfs.
nerdy guncessories.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so as we agreed last week, we're gonna lean more on the trad side of the spectrum with this session, or with this system rather, traditional,
Okay.
rather than everyone take turns being a co-GM, that kind of thing, However, there are still plot points which we didn't really go over last time, so I'll be covering that briefly in a moment. But the core of the system is it's a dice pool. So it's always going to be a skill plus an attribute or an attribute plus an attribute.
Well,
Never-
you're going way too fast.
Never a
I'm sorry,
skill
Chris.
plus a skill. Okay.
So skill plus attribute.
Mm-hmm.
Just like World of Darkness.
Yeah, think World of Darkness.
Now,
And-
deviating from the super crunchy,
Oh.
you're not going to require us to have a specific skill for each and every single thing we use,
No.
correct? Okay.
Right. Skills are much more generic.
Like firearms
this
is going to apply to guns
sucks.
in general, right?
What's that?
Firearms is all guns in
Does.
general.
That's right.
And then you take specializations.
Right, but you don't have to for it to use that gun.
Right.
Where are our attributes?
They're right up here. They are not labeled.
Oh, they're not labeled. Okay. Yes.
No, they're not. They're not. It's, no. It's not. Doesn't say like attributes.
Would you
like
like
the
Nice
skills.
big bold letters. I'll add
Do you
that.
want to highlight your attributes?
Yes,
in a
thank you.
different color?
Okay. Oh.
Oh, he brought highlighters.
Prepared
Uh-oh.
today.
Hit
So
a
how can we use our shadow
big
imps?
hit at Kingdom Death.
Oh, good. That's a whole other thing.
How do we what now?
So how do we?
use our shadow imps?
How do we use the shadow imps?
How
Oh, right, because it's skill dice plus attribute dice plus modifiers plus shadow imps. Shadow imps are on a case by case basis, so
Okay.
some may add, some may not.
All right.
And you will have a note to yourself, I'm sure, if they do.
For example, I get 3 die to intimidation because I have
Booyah.
the fear shadow imp.
There you go. So right, so let's do a little sample dice pool there, Sage. Since you said you have the fear shadow amp. So if you were trying to intimidate somebody, you would take a attribute, which in this case would probably be charisma or willpower, depending on how you were trying to intimidate them.
Okay.
And then match it with a skill, which also is in the manner of your intimidation.
I have to, or only if I have one applicable?
You have to. So if you do not have one that's applicable, you just roll the attribute pool. However, let's say you're trying to intimidate them with your blades. You could roll charisma plus close combat, right?
Okay. Yes.
And that would be
Right.
an
Got
intimidation
it.
pool.
Yep.
And then you would add 3 dice for your fear.
So I would be rolling a hefty 10 die.
Yes, you
Whoa,
would.
whoa.
Welcome to Shadowrun.
To intimidate the fuck.
Shadowrun is known for its hefty dice pools. So you're going to roll your dice pool,
Yeah, okay.
and what you're looking for are 5s and 6s.
I have 4 of those.
Mm-hmm.
5, yes, I have 4 of those.
Right. So you have 4 hits, as they say. Okay.
Is
now,
there a failure? Is that a thing?
well, what you're doing is you're trying to beat a target number. Now that's either going to be a dice pool that I myself rolled, and I'm counting my hits. So you want to equal or better the number of hits that I rolled.
Okay.
Or if it's, in this case, that would be the situation because you're trying to intimidate a person.
Right.
But if you were, say, trying to crack a electronic lock or, smash something, there might just be like a target number.
Okay.
Smashy, smashy. So I would say, okay, it's a cheap lock. You only need 2 successes or 2 hits, right? And there you go. So that's the core mechanic. That's pretty much how everything works.
And then sometimes there's a counter roll, correct? Like in the case of fear, the other person has to
Yes.
roll hits equal to, or else they have to run away.
Exactly. So if I might be rolling willpower for my resistance, and plus something, and then let's say that's that, and see, I only rolled 2 hits, so you would beat me, therefore
You run away.
they run away.
Can I choose to be so scary that the person pees their pants instead of running away?
Yes, that brings us to the glitch die.
Ah.
So
Oh wait, could I go over just the steps real quick?
Yes.
So we're gonna roll skills and attributes.
yes.
generally.
Generally.
And we're looking for 5s and 6s.
Yep.
And we usually roll against you, unless you call it otherwise.
Correct.
Okay.
Woo! On board.
Go, Renee.
Yes. So there is such a thing as a glitch die. Now, when you're rolling glitch die, you want to make sure that dice is obviously different from the rest.
Okay.
So, like Sage, you could borrow one of my big D6s,
Okay.
for example, or you could roll all of one color plus one of a different color,
Okay.
something like that. And the glitch die is basically just saying, I want to open this roll up to the possibility of extreme success, but with the trade-off that I might fail extremely badly.
Spectacularly.
So it's voluntary all the time. It's not like a number you hit that's.
I'm not going to say all the time, because there may be situations where a glitch dice is forced upon you,
Okay.
but generally, yes. And so with the glitch die, you're just rolling. That does not count for successes. It's just if you roll a hit on it, a 5 or a 6, you have succeeded spectacularly. Well, you have done something spectacularly.
Yes.
Because the glitch die can still hit, and even on a fail. So like, I just rolled my dice pool and I failed. The other guy beat me, or I didn't hit the target number. But well, in that case, I just glitched. But but if I had rolled a hit on my glitch die, something good happened,
Anyway.
even though I failed.
Even though you failed.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Like
exactly.
the door opened anyway when you were trying to lockpick.
Yeah, like the lock might still be engaged, but you know the
Or
door.
the alarm went off, but you opened the door.
Well, see, that would be
That would be glitching
that would be a
and
glitch.
cheating.
So a glitch is if you roll a 1 on your glitch die.
And then a bad thing happens.
A bad thing happens, which can happen even if you succeed. So the Desiree's example there would be, I succeeded at getting that lock open, but the alarm went off anyway. God damn it. You know.
The
So,
other thing you were talking about, obviously I don't get it, so can you repeat?
okay, what do you mean the other thing?
Well, the other
Oh.
thing, if you succeed on the glitch
If you
dice-
hit on the glitch
yeah.
die. Okay.
So, say like someone's attacking you with a gun, and you're trying to dodge out of the way, and you fail to dodge out of the way. You might be, say, struck by the bullet, but you might also fall into something that gives you an advantage on your next attack against that person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or like
Or-
maybe the gun doesn't go off, like it jams if you get a hit. On
Or
the glitch die.
the gun might
It's-
jam after it hits you. Like
after
after
it
the
hits
first
Like,
round.
or the guy's out of ammo now.
Right.
And
Or
he
you
has to
recognize
reload.
him as somebody that you were supposed to identify. And
Yes.
Oh shit, I got shot, but I know who you are. You know.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So the glitch die success or failure
Thank
stands
you.
distinct from your actual die pool success or failure.
Correct.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
It's a bonus or not.
Or
Right.
not.
Or a bad thing. A bonus.
Or a no-ness.
It's a little narration.
It's a curse.
Bonus or bonus.
I like no.
Hashtag notice.
I was like splitting kids the other day. All those like note cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels
Maybe
right.
that should be
Nope.
the title. Hashtag notice. Everybody like, what the
Ooh,
fuck?
maybe I should hashtag all the titles.
Yeah, you should.
All right, so that brings us into plot points. Yes.
Oh, I was gonna ask. Are there known?
Notices.
No, I was gonna say in terms of like social media and stuff
Mm.
like that.
Mhm.
Kind of like in World of Darkness,
Yeah.
there was like
Yeah.
whatever it was, chitter and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Are those
Facebook.
things that we also are using that are part of it, or they're just kind of like background?
It's sort of like because of the Matrix.
Everything just
there's
exists.
virtual. It's like social media taken to the next level, where there's like actual virtual hangouts where you go and they're like clubs and
So it's like
places.
Second Life.
Yes, it's very Second Lifey. Imagine Second Life crossed with
I was
Facebook.
curious,
Oh,
like,
God.
What's that?
Is that still a thing?
are they
It is.
like?
Still
Yeah.
live there?
It's mostly in academia now, from what I understand.
Really?
A lot of people are like rebuilding like the Louvre and stuff in
Like it
Second
became
Life.
a university kind of experience
Huh.
to go live in Second Life.
I saw so many presentations on how to use it in the classroom.
Oh,
When it was
okay.
First, yeah.
There is a 1920s Berlin server, so, which was very troublesome to me when I was trying to.
I guess I was wondering, like,
Yeah.
are they things like Facebook is something where, regardless of age, demographic, etc., everybody uses it.
Mhm,
Twitter is
mhm,
something
mhm.
where, regardless of again, like interests or whatever,
Yeah.
everybody uses it.
Yeah.
Is this more segregated, like the virtual hangouts
Yeah, who
and social
taps in?
media,
Mhm.
or are there, say, virtual spaces where everybody kind of commingles regardless of?
Good question.
That's a good question.
In terms of like the alternate reality, I'd imagine that you could probably like chip into, if you're like in say like a public park or something like Santa Fe Square, you could chip into probably like different chat rooms, and the alternate reality would the images and stuff around you would change depending on what like channel you're probably plugged into. So you could have numerous places overlaying, but like if I mean, I haven't really thought about like age restrictions or anything.
Well, I guess I was thinking too about just like classism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in terms of I don't know, you go online and you're in a Reddit sub chat or something
Right,
like that.
right.
You might be talking to all kinds of people from all over the
Sure.
place.
Oh yeah.
Is there a lot of that, or is there more built-in sort of exclusivity?
I would say it's definitely the latter.
Yeah.
Class is a big deal, and so there's there might be like a central hub that's all ages and anyone can go there, but then there's like restricted rooms that only certain people can go in. Because basically the whole thing with the SIN, like I was talking about last week, the social identification number, like that is your credit report, that is your social media ranking, that is your social security number. It's everything about you, and so that's actually happening in China right now. There's sort of a Meow Meow Beans style social media thing going on.
Meow Meow Bean.
It's from Community. It's like ranking you based on like where you go, who you talk to, who your friends are. It's like social ranking, and people are getting like really obsessed with
But
it.
if you don't have a
I
sin,
see.
if you don't have
Yeah.
a sin, then
Certain
Winston
things
was
are
telling us about the same thing.
off limits for you, essentially.
yeah, if are off limits, or can we hijack sins and then use those?
Yes,
as
you
equipment
actually as
icons?
Shadowrunners, you all have fake sins.
Right. So we can, even though you're a Minotaur, you might look like somebody different
Yep.
in that persona, so you were able to go and move into these places. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, you can hack your way in. Yeah, absolutely.
Also, most people in the world do not still have real ones, but some people might. So my character does have one because she came from like a well-to-do family.
Oh.
So her real sin is plugged into like a fake, like it's got a fake job listed that she doesn't actually work at or anything like that. But then a lot of people who become Shadowrunners don't have sins anymore because they like burned them
Right.
and got rid of them or whatever.
Yeah, or like
I was an orphaned Minotaur.
you never had one to begin with. Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
And you never got one.
Yeah.
love me? Did they not make me?
Oh no.
Meow Meow Bean should be a coffee shop that has a cat room that you can like sit and play with the cats. It's called Meow Meow Bean.
Actually, I'm inclined to just make Meow Meow Beans the omnipresent social media.
Yeah.
You damn, it sounds
Yeah, it's fine.
Japanese enough.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
okay with that.
Yep. All right. So yes, plot points. So I was saying to Jade earlier, I can't find the poker chips that I used for Deadlands because those would be ideal. I have no idea where those went. So right now I just have these glass tokens, which
shinier.
we can use.
Better for throwing.
They're shiny. Yeah, good for throwing. So everyone starts with 3 plot points. So I'll grab a handful and pass them around.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks a bunch.
Oh, I got. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Everybody's so generous.
Everyone gets a
Okay.
I don't know. Leave a little pile hanging out.
Okay.
Let me pull up my thing here. And then I get some as well
No.
that I can spend.
No, no,
So is this also kind of a thing where if we redeem them, then you get them as
And I get them.
no, no,
Yeah, if we
No.
spend our plot points, he gets them on a one-to-one basis.
no.
Oh.
But if he spends them, they just go back in the pot.
How Deadlands.
Now wait, do you have
Yeah.
to spend a plot point to use a glitch die, or do you gain a plot point when you use a
You
glitch
spend the plot point.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, on the back to character sheets, there's a list of things you can spend plot points on. This is not a hard and fast list. You can pitch other ideas and say, "Can I?" And I go, "No."
Basically,
And then
anytime
you
we
say,
wanna
can I
bend the
give you
rules.
2 plot points?
Right? Yeah.
Can I give you this and future plot points?
Can I
That's
give
right.
you a football cupcake and a plot point?
Yeah.
Or a plot point?
Yeah, bacon wrap
I
thing
feel like I really want this
wrapped in a plot
on a
point.
separate page so I can look at them at the same time.
Okay, I can print that out for you.
Yeah, I think it would
That would be
good.
really
Yeah.
helpful. Just
Yeah,
because
that-
otherwise, like, remembering
Flipping back and
Flipping.
forth. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
it's
enough.
annoying, as I've mentioned.
So we've got. Don't make me throw a plot point at you.
He's still ready to. I think you're already edited probably half the shit I've said already.
I'm
What?
excited
No.
for the point when you become the future architect of the best character sheet in the world on the planet.
I'm getting there.
It's a patented.
It's gonna be. Yeah.
It's like a universal character sheet that works for any system
I
somehow.
wish.
And it's beautiful and flawless.
And you can look at it and it's not difficult to read.
Uh-huh.
Does it make your heart hurt a little bit?
There you go. Like this one does.
It tells you
Where's my
where to
nitro
write your
pills?
name.
I like this
Yeah.
one actually. I think it's
Yeah. name here.
And those 4 things. What was it? Taglines? Tags, yes.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I still haven't done all my cues yet.
Uh-oh.
You don't have to do all your cues right
No,
away.
we
Yeah,
just
you
did a
can fill 'em
couple.
in as you
I only
go.
have 3.
I got some good ones,
But I
think.
feel
sure you
guilty
do.
about it.
You shouldn't. Oh my god.
There's empty spaces on my character sheet.
I
where there
know.
shouldn't be.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no,
Let
my
the
knowledge
space-
is still unfilled.
Let the space give you the room. To
This way
think
you
of
can
something
say
cool.
things while you play and then be like, that's one of my phrases.
Some things are unknown still.
Uh-huh.
And some of them, it's like, if I didn't use this, I would be an idiot.
Yeah.
There's your cue.
If I didn't use this, I'd be an idiot. All right, so yes, I do get to start with plot points as well. I think it's 2 since we're not doing the full-on narrative thing, but I'll double check on that. Anyway, so yeah, there's these different things you can do. Live dangerously is to add the glitch die. Shake it up. Take a narration out of sequence. Now that's assuming we're doing the whole thing where we're going around the table, you know, and
Oh,
it's
I
like,
see.
oh, I want to jump in. But that can also be used in combat. You know, like if we're over here with Jade and she's having some trouble, you know, Dave could spend a plot point to jump in and, you
I have a
know,
plot point.
exactly, yeah.
Miraculously be there.
Right, or just, you know, he's up on the roof in a sniper position and that's when he shoots, you know, and it's
Excellent.
before they can totally fuck you up. Double time it, take 2 movements, that's usually in combat. Surprise threat, add an unseen threat to a scene. Why would you want to do that, you ask?
Yes.
Well, the rules as written don't actually give you any incentive to do that. They just assume you'll want to do that just to be a trickster bastard.
Just to make things more interesting.
But I threw in a little house rule, which is that if you spend a plot point to do something to make things harder for yourself, you're actually going to get a point of edge back, and we will talk about edge shortly.
I'm all for that, man.
Okay.
Make it happen.
Oh, yeah,
Make
you
it
gain a plot
interesting.
point for that, and then GM has to spend a plot point for that
Yeah.
to happen. Indeed.
Okay, so then first aid or fix. Sage, you were asking about this earlier. You have like trauma patches and med kits. That's just basically there for in game to justify why you can spend a plot point to fix yourself up. So frag it or jam it. This is to place a device, spirit, or weapon on cooldown, meaning it may not be used this turn. Obviously, you can spend that on enemies and that kind of thing. Although, of course, if you spend it on a fellow player, that's a good way to get edge back. And this is a list that I can go off of too. So this obviously things I'll be using against you guys. Take the hit. You can defend an attack against a close ally and take the hit yourself. Get revenge. Attack an NPC that just attacked you.
Bastard.
Ignore cooldown. So if something was put on cooldown, you can spend a plot point to ignore that. Get or give a clue. Ask for a narration suggestion or give one. Never give up. Resist an action warranted by a negative quality. So if anyone, so if anyone has a negative quality that might force them to do something unfortunate.
So for some of us, that's going to be useless.
Yeah.
So it's essentially like, I don't know, like you exercising like discipline or having like a second thought and like,
Exactly.
reining it in.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And then these are house ruled spends as well, but I'm all for them. Shadowrun has a reputation as being the sort of game where you spend 3 hours carefully plotting your caper, and then you fail your roll to get into the front lobby, and everyone draws guns, and you just basically spend the rest of the session shooting shit, you know, which can be fun. But in terms of like me putting out floor plans and showing you guys the layout and you know figuring out the security guards routines and all that kind of shit, meh. I'd much rather get to the action personally. So that's what the flashback and montage rules are for. So basically, you're in the middle of a run, things are happening, and you spend a couple plot points to have a flashback to that time before the run when you did something to prepare for this particular moment.
Nice.
That's going to help you
Love
out.
it.
That's
You know.
pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
great.
And it's showing that it takes 2
It takes 2.
in order to do that. Okay.
Montages are a little more in depth, and those are X because those can take multiple plot points. So
Can we combine our plot points as a team?
that is what the montage is for. Absolutely. So
every player spends.
Mm-hmm.
So is it like a point for each clip of the montage?
Basically, yeah, everyone who wants to be a part of the montage chips in a plot point,
Nice.
and then each player can roll willpower plus charisma or willpower plus logic, depending on the type of activity you are engaged
So
in,
that's,
Those are my
it's
bonus.
cooperative.
and it's co-op.
Okay.
And you take turns narrating increasingly successful encounters at various locations with various NPCs that are going to create a situation that's beneficial for you.
To that end, does it have to be more than one player investing in a montage to make it happen?
No, it doesn't actually. So it could be a montage, could be just a point.
Okay.
Yeah, could be a minor thing. But yeah, and then flashbacks are kind of for just those little things like oh, good thing I rerouted this alarm, or good
20
thing.
minutes ago.
Yeah, good thing I spiked the security guard's coffee, or
Yeah.
whatever. So
Like
Yeah.
Mystique.
sure.
Found him in the Meow Meow Bean and I put sedatives in his latte.
So yeah, that's basically the plot points there. Let me see if there's anything else. There's damage and death. It's actually kind of hard to get killed in Shadowrun Anarchy.
Oh, good.
Yeah, unless you want to be. No, but yeah, you can dodge death. You can still get pretty messed up, of course. But okay, so your tags, cues, and dispositions. I have some house rules on those because they're very nebulous in the rules as written. Your tag acts as a knowledge skill. So if you have a tag about something, you're knowledgeable about it.
Wait, so sassy is one of mine. I'm knowledgeable about being sassy.
Hell yeah! You have a subscription to Sassy Magazine. You just stepped on a whole pile of Sassy.
Sassmag. Yeah.
Sassy.
Sassmag.
Sassmag. You go on the Sassmag server and just
Yeah.
hang out there.
I'm a top contributor there.
But so for instance, I'm a Minotaur, and so I know about Minotaur culture.
Exactly.
Even though I may not be around Minotaurs.
Exactly. Cues. First time you demonstrate a cue in a session, you gain a plot point.
Oh, in every session?
Mhm.
So they regenerate.
Mhm.
Okay, great.
Dispositions. The first time you demonstrate a disposition, you gain 1 point of edge or 1 plot point. Oh yes, edge. I was going to talk about edge. So, edge is a spendable pool of points. It looks like an attribute, but you never roll it. You spend a point of edge to do one of two things. Okay? You have to decide when you spend the edge, how you're spending it. So the first way to spend it is before you roll. And if you spend a point of edge before you roll, it makes 4s hits as well as 5s and 6s.
And it has a die.
And it adds a die.
And it adds a die. The second way to spend edge is after you've rolled. And in that case, usual rules apply. However, it allows you to take all of your misses and re-roll them.
So not just ones, it's anything that wasn't a 5 or
Anything
6.
that wasn't a 5 or 6 gets re-rolled.
So essentially, if you use it before, it causes 4 and up to count. If you use it after, it gives you rerolls.
And if you use it before, you also get a bonus die.
Okay.
And you can also use before and after.
That's true too. Yeah, if you want to spend 2 edge, you can do that. There's no restriction on that. However, regenerating edge is difficult. Basically, demonstrating a disposition or inflicting a negative outcome on another player or yourself will get you edge. And then edge regenerates at the end of the session.
Yep.
Okay. So it's basically your pool for that session with occasional chances to regenerate it. So spend wisely.
Or just keep making things worse for yourself.
Or just keep making things worse for yourself.
So I'm weirding out a little bit because I have no dispositions down.
Okay?
I don't know where I was supposed to cut those.
It was at the very end of our session. We'd kind of gotten to the point we were about to go over, and we were all like, "Well,
Okay.
think about it over the course of the week."
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. And
They're basically just statements about yourself. So whereas a cue is something your character might actually literally say, a disposition can be a belief. It can be just sort of a general descriptor, like,
Okay.
friendly and helpful. I mean, that could be a disposition, right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to read you mine? Would that be helpful?
I mean, maybe we can when we introduce our characters.
Yes. Yes.
And then that'll give me fodder. That's a great idea, Sage. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what to put down.
Yours, I'm interested to see how yours will turn out because you don't have Do you have feelings as an AI, or you don't have any feelings? I mean, do you have the capacity?
Oh, you're going deep already.
Because dispositions are very much about like what's important to you, but a lot of times for human people, that's based on their feelings.
Well, I am DI. I'm a digital intelligence, and first of all.
Sorry. Man.
Second of all, I am sentient. I'm metasentient. So yes, I do have feelings.
Also, you were created by a person who programmed you
Yes.
in a certain way.
Exactly.
feelings.
Who did and had some overlays, but I did become sentient, which I don't attribute to
on
my
your
programmer.
own. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Are all
But you might have
AIs
some
sentient, or only some are sentient?
Some
It
are
really depends on who you ask.
I see. Okay. Neat.
Yeah.
I love that it's philosophy already. Hooray.
Yes. And something that Desiree and I were batting around is that essentially, and if she's still okay with this, I don't know, maybe yes, no, as she's taking a drink. The thought we had was that basically you guys, since you're established runners, you're established group of runners, you guys basically hijacked her, android drone. When you were in the middle of a run, you're like, grab the android, because it's basically like a protocol droid,
Right.
So you wanted it for your hangout to just basically be there and like make coffee and shit,
Right.
and that she achieved sentience after you had taken her.
Oh.
So is that something you're all comfortable with?
Yeah. If it figures into the narrative organically, then yes.
So we took you for really mundane reasons, but then you became this actual like being.
Right.
Or if you turned out like
ooh, wait
Yeah.
a minute, like that trauma, maybe
That might have caused it.
Triggered.
Because that's basically most AIs. They self evolve out of an existing program.
Right.
So there might be AIs that evolve out of a weapons tracking program, and there's an AI that evolves out of a driving program.
Wait, I thought it
and-
was DI.
Sorry, DI that evolves out of a driving program. Or,
Right, and when we talk more
You
about
know.
our characters, I can talk more about like me,
Exactly.
where I came from.
Yeah.
what I'm-
But I'm also segueing because the one thing we didn't really cover last week is, what is your guys' hangout like?
Hangout?
Yeah, you have an HQ, you have a place
Yeah.
that you crash at.
crates
Some of you may live there. Some of you may live there 24/7. Others just pop in.
Oh,
you
God.
know.
So we're
Is our hangout the
established-
abandoned Voodoo Donuts?
I'm okay with this if the machine still works, because it means we can make our own soy donuts.
soy nuts.
Soy nuts.
Soy nuts.
Yeah.
Maybe we sell soy nuts on the side, but only on like the days we have nothing else to do. So like one Saturday a month
Oh
we
my
actually
god,
sell
I don't
soy
know though,
nuts.
because then it kind of takes a lot of meaning out of your beetle where you're pretending to be a barista.
Oh, that's
if
true,
you could actually
yeah.
be a barista in our
No,
coffee
that's
shop.
funnier. I feel like I could be a barista, but I just want to be a beetle barista.
Yeah. Exactly.
Think about it, will you?
I have no strong feelings. I may not call them soy nuts, though. I may call them like soy nays or something.
Soy nays?
Like beignets.
There is actually there is actually a Japanese soy-based donut called okara.
We sell okara once a week.
Voodoo okara.
I have feelings about it.
I love it.
Now the Minotaur is concerned.
Well, you perhaps have a black market soy nut operation. Because remember, you're all off the grid, so can't be running any official businesses here.
No, that's why it's like occasionally like
Occasional
during
soy
hours.
We have a casually pop-up donut stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
As a
like
front,
it.
so that no one suspects that we.
Yeah, you got the fry vats, so you might as well use them, right?
Everybody just assumes we're really shitty business.
Maybe they could be
not that
like
we have a
croy nuts.
secret
Do you know crow
headquarters.
nuts?
Cronuts, yeah.
Yeah,
So they're
they could be
croy
croy
nuts.
So we could have soy nuts and croy nuts.
So soy croissant donut.
Yeah.
But I'm
Okay.
also
Yes.
picturing these as actually like some type of cryptocurrency. So even though we call them like soy nuts or whatever, it's actually some type of a little.
Well, you certainly use it as a front for like moving stolen merchandise and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
And in fact, one of the local gangs in your neighborhood is called the Nomad Girls. They are a goth punk pedal Viking go gang that runs courier operations.
So Velvet Glove managed to sneak its way.
the
Yeah.
mother truckers, the mother truckers.
Entirely randomly generated. So
So it was meant to be.
it was meant to be. Absolutely, it was meant to be.
They're the future Velvet Glovers.
All right, since Desiree stepped out, I'm gonna grab some food. All right, so we're
That's
back.
where you don't have a sponsorship.
Mm,
Don't say it and
right,
give
you're
them a
right.
shout out right now.
Yeah, that Twitter account that I was talking about. Okay, so,
Cool, so
while I'm looking
Are
that
we
up,
doing anything else now?
we have your hangout. We have your hangout. So what we're going to do is we're going to now go around. Oh, what part of the city do you want it to be in?
Well,
That's the
should
other
it
thing.
be
I have this wee little map,
Should it be
which
with
I may print on a blown up version.
Load up.
Load up.
These are all the corpse. Is that what these all are?
Those are the corpse. Now, Dave here, he's pretty familiar with Seattle geography from all his
Sort of.
video gaming,
Should it be
right?
where Voodoo Donuts actually is, or do we want to say that?
I mean, yeah.
Voodoo Okra?
Oh, I think it's a chain at this point.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah.
They would never.
Oh,
Yeah, they would. Oh.
Welcome to the grim, dark cyberpunk future of Shadowrun.
upset already.
They're actually owned by one of the megacore.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh yeah, they're totally owned by Azatlan. Oh yeah.
Okay, so do we want to live in the middle of the city, or do we want to live on the outskirts? I think is the biggest.
I guess it also kind of depends on the security level of where we want to live. We definitely don't want to live in the Barrens. The Barrens aren't the worst place to live. Like Redmond has some good stuff. That's where Tourist Town is, I believe.
Well, for somewhere where there's a lot of congestion, then it's easy to disappear, get couriers, and we're also like close to the action. So that might be a better call. Then
It'll be easier to disappear
it'd be easier to
Yeah.
disappear.
because none of us will be, by comparison,
Right.
noticeable.
And our shop front could be like down an alley. It could be like
Yeah.
a blue door in an alleyway, so it's not like it has to be that obvious.
Also, I'm imagining we just have a cardboard sign we put outside some days.
Saying donuts. Yeah.
I'm picturing it being the old donut side. That's okay.
Oh, sure. In fact, it's just a circle
Yeah, it's just a donut, like a very primitive, like drawing of a donut.
with like some sprinkles, like
Yeah,
put
little
on it
just
with
little
hash marks.
chalk line scratches.
That we just chalk it on the
Yeah.
side of the building when we're open.
Yeah.
And we wash it off.
Let's see. I mean, I don't know. Where is the original Voodoo Donuts
In
located?
like downtown area.
Yeah.
Near Peck's place, which would be a terrible place for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Not Fort Lewis because that's military.
What's the
I mean, honestly, what you're saying with like the military.
Redmond Barrens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
Redmond
that
Barrens
has a
isn't-
lot of
yeah.
traffic. It's going to have a lot of different types of people coming in, and people kind of coming in and out constantly,
Right.
which can be really
Yeah.
helpful.
And not Bellevue, is that too much in the middle of everything?
Bellevue's pretty residential. It's kind
yeah.
of like the it's
pretty
kind of like the
corporate.
Beverly Hills of
None of the corps are in Redmond. Do we like that?
We do.
Okay.
I mean, they're all adjacent, but they're not actually.
Right, but they're not actually in Redmond.
yeah. It also means that most of our customers will be sinless too, so we won't have to worry about
I wonder if we have any listeners
Those types.
from Seattle.
Oh,
If
Yeah,
you're
shout
from
out.
Seattle and you want a
Yeah.
place to make an appearance
Yeah, let us know.
back us on Patreon.
for
For $1.
and you
we'll,
can make all the suggestions you want.
We'll send we'll send you like a virtual loot box of
There you go.
locations that you can explore.
virtual loot box.
We'll send you a real loot box with a URL in it and one die.
We'll send you a box of soy nuts. Soy nuts, sorry.
Okra, please. They're okra.
Okay, so yeah.
Imagine these little Japanese businessmen come to the door when we're open and they're like, okra.
These are our best customers. Oh shit. Time to make the okra.
And just wait all
my
week
horns
for
would be
it.
really great for hanging the donuts on.
There you go.
Mm.
That's perfect.
All right, so yes, shout out to IC Adventures Twitter, who live tweets games that I was talking about when we were off.
So they're at what?
They are at IC Adventures.
I see like the letters.
Like I see.
Like
Okay.
intrusion countermeasure.
Oh, yes, Black Ice, for example.
Christ.
So they were live tweeting Pendragon. This is a total tonal shift, but they were live tweeting Pendragon yesterday or the other day. And so some choice quotes were, "You can't get married in absentia, unfortunately."
Why not?
Let's see here. Well, you're getting into a shouting match with Merlin.
That sounds awful. I know, it really does.
Have I also noticed the fog? There is a bit of fog around. Yeah, I'd like to point out you're in Britain. Well, you can believe that skill works that way, but it doesn't.
That applies across the board.
Oh yeah.
That's universal.
Let's see here. Let's see. If you want, you can give yourself a bonus because he's a knight of your household, or you cannot because it's funnier.
Always go for plat.
You are still mildly drunk. You have reached the first and greatest level of drunkenness. GM, the rule for rebated weapons is don't crit or you'll draw blood. Rolls. Well, shit.
Oh.
That takes me back.
Oh my yes.
Let's see. Well, I have just condemned my character to death. And then the next quote, yep, I'm definitely dead. Hashtag Pendragon. Let's see. And then, yeah, after stepping away from the game for literally 1 minute, what did I miss? Oh, she killed herself. And then, although I love my sister very much, I don't approve of anything she does ever. Just roll the d20.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. So back to Cyberpunk. All right. So we've got your hangout established, nicely established. So let's go around and introduce our characters again, and yeah, share any cues or dispositions. I'll just be over
Tags.
here eating. Tags.
Just be over here eating.
Yeah.
Should we save backstory for another time and just share the basic stuff?
You can keep it as basic as you want. You know.
I would flesh it out a wee bit. Anything you absolutely think we need to know.
You haven't seen the backstory email she just sent me.
Girl, you know I do. You know I know how this one works. So it's okay. But some short and sweet. Please, this is Sage we're talking about.
That's why
We know Sage puts so much wonderful detail, and that's
She
what
sure
everyone
does.
does.
Maybe we should go the other direction, and that way I can just go back.
No, you should go first. We'll
Okay, Jesus.
My advice to you is narrate what you feel the rest of your fellow crew would
need
know
to
about
know.
you.
Yeah, would know. There you go. Would know.
I think they know all of it. She's very open. Okay, so her name is Kat. She's an elf who got hit by the surge and it turned her into a changeling cat. She is not super cat-like. She actually has a friend who's a shaman who the reason they're friends is because she also is a changeling cat, but she got like the works, like everything. Whereas Kat has markings on her that are sort of tiger stripe looking, and she got a little bit fangy. But pretty much that's it. Her eyes got a little catty also. So yes, this is the thing. They go get milk and matchas at the Meow Meow Bean together. I'm never gonna not go to the Meow Meow Bean. I'm sorry, it's just too.
I think Meow Meow Beans is going to be the name of the social network.
It's a social network, but
And
it
a
can
coffee
also be a
shop. I want it
chain.
to be a
That's fine.
coffee
Oh, I could totally. Yeah, you're right about that.
like a cat house coffee shop. She's super agility based. Like she doesn't have a lot of other things. She was trained on the street as a samurai, which is how she got her street knowledge and why she has such a dedicated code of honor. This guy raised her basically as a second father, not because her parents were absent, but just because he took an interest in her. She's not entirely sure why. He just told her she seemed honorable. And her parents were like selling stuff on the street on the side because they wanted extra money for their kids. Kat's the middle child, by the way, so she's got a bunch of issues there. And and then later her parents have now graduated to like stealing equipment from corporations and selling it. So she has a mixed relationship with them because she doesn't think that's totally honorable, but also she grew up with it.
Also, your Shadowrun.
Also, I'm a that's true, but she's into being honorable, so she won't deal, like, disposition-wise, she won't help those who are really close-minded or dishonorable or thugs.
Right.
She doesn't like people who don't
There's
have
definitely runners with codes and or reluctant runners. You know,
Especially
like,
street samurai.
I'm only doing this until I can get back on my feet. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of.
Yeah. Right.
She's a hard ass with a heart of gold, so she's really rough on people, but she really does care about like helping people, especially the people who can't defend themselves. Honor's a big deal for her. I think this is probably a thing for her and your character. When the change happened, she got rejected by her family for a while, and she has a lover that she also like had some difficult times with, so she started to get addicted to Sims because she needed the escapism. And it got really ugly for a minute. And so the samurai guy taught her to like be really present in real space. So she does like matcha tea ceremonies as a way of like calming herself. She does physical training. So that's why even though she's into technology, she's not into any kind of like body enhancements on a cyber level because she doesn't want to get sucked back into that world. But she will go do a sim if it's like a fun time, like virtual fight kind of thing. She just doesn't want to rely on it anymore in her life as like
To
an
use it.
addictive source. Yeah.
Alright.
So, but I know your character's super into that, so maybe they squabble about it. I don't know.
Hey, he's an after-school special waiting to happen.
What do you mean waiting to happen?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's in progress, dude. You're on Act 2 at this point.
Yeah. We're just in a commercial break right now.
You're like one of those like meth posters, the before and after. character.
I lost me to meth. I lost me to BTLs.
Yeah.
Her tags are she's sassy, deadly, a samurai, stealthy. She has a hidden heart of gold. And the only other thing that's cool is she set up a whole Fight Club kind of thing called duels. So you have to dual wield weapons to compete.
Whoa!
And the only way you can win is if you are standing with your dual weapons in hand at the end of it. And then there's a couple other rules which Larkins will post at some point, and
Holy
it will become
shit!
an actual fight ring thing. There's only 7 rules. It's not complicated.
That's fun.
For the first 2 to not talk about it?
No.
There's technically 5 rules.
She's become really known for this, and her negative trait is distinctive style. So people actually do recognize her
That's cool.
constantly because this is her thing.
I love that.
And she likes to freak people out, so she'll like lick her hands in public to like play on the whole cat thing. It does. She doesn't have fur. Like it's not a real thing. She just likes to fuck with people. So she'll just sit there and be like. I think that's enough.
All right.
Really not going to go into cues?
I mean, I can. If you
Yeah, come on. Let's do cues.
Let's hear
Because I
some
think
cues.
cues and dispositions were the 2 things that, like, Renee wasn't here for that.
True.
Obviously,
You
I
need
was not
some help with
mentally
that.
here for that.
I don't know, I also think that, like, if we hear, like, if we know that those are each other's cues and we hear each other say it out loud,
I agree.
that'll be more
Totally
fun.
agree. I totally
Excellent
agree.
suggestion.
I haven't filled them all out, but the ones that I have are your time has come. With honor, I shall end you.
That's a cue.
That's a
What's your
cue.
dispositions?
Hard ass with a heart of gold. Always acts with honor.
Okay.
Doesn't believe in helping the people.
Okay, oh, that's
Talks
right,
about
that's
and defends people with respect and an iron glove.
Thank you.
So cues, that one, someday there might not be a net, but there will always be those who are killing. Or the matrix, or whatever we're calling it.
Matrix.
There might not be the matrix, but there'll be those who always be killing. Because I hope this comes up at some point. Chuck a donut on the wall and call me open for business. But like having nothing to do with our donut shop. Like
Just
someone
happened to
comes
be
hire
donuts.
her and she just like that's what she says.
Sure.
All right.
And your background doesn't matter to me. It's what you do with your life that matters. Those are
Excellent.
her current cues.
All
All
right.
right. Okay.
Alright, so I have Soter, who's a street shaman, and notably a minotaur. He was orphaned. Maybe, who knows, his parents may still be alive, but he grew up
Right.
on the
Right.
streets and all alone. He may or may not have had a violent past, but discovering his Greek roots, he's gotten into philosophy and accepted spirituality, hence the street shaman. So his dispositions so far, a man's worth is defined by both knowledge and discipline. Violence only solves what you have not given thought to. And surprisingly kind for a street troll. Cues so far by the beard of Zeus.
That's awesome.
I don't do that kind of thing anymore.
Oh.
What is humanity but to strive and dream? That, my dear chummer, was most excellent. And arte, motherfuckers.
Nice.
I love him.
Oh, I also meant to ask how old is Kat
She is 25.
and Soder?
26.
Okay.
And she got changed by the surge at, I believe, 17.
Yeah.
Is where I think we landed. on.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So Minotaur is technically a troll.
Technically a troll,
Yes.
yes. But it's a,
Variant.
well, I was going to say it's a regionally specific variant.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
from
okay.
the Mediterranean area.
Yeah. There are several such types that are appearing more and more these days. So
Okay. And what was your
I think the
Soter.
the Ganesha are the most well known, but you can probably guess what they look like and where they come from. All right, Desiree.
Hello.
Hello.
So, I'm Opal.
Mm-hmm.
Tags are DI/AI. Hashtag protocol. Hashtag life coach. My skills are all logic skills.
Mm-hmm.
I am a code slinger. I have distinctive code. I am friendly and helpful.
Is that what your code is so distinctive?
It's, why did we talk about this last time? Remember, Shimfi were giving me ideas around why my code was distinctive.
Oh, because you're an AI, so it's recognizable as code that's
It's
like not written by humans.
Yeah, it's obviously like, oh, this is an AI. Yeah.
So if you leave something somewhere, someone would know that an AI.
It was an AI, yeah.
Well, like there's a thing where it's like AIs, DIs don't use off the rack programs. They always write their own programs, even if it's like mechanically the same as an off the rack program. They have to write it themselves because it's like, I'm not gonna use a program someone else wrote.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, I think it's just this automatic, like, I will make that code.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, this looks just like a Hammer program, but it's written completely differently.
Yeah,
you know?
it looks a little different.
Yeah.
And
Got that can do.
yes, yes. So I'm friendly and helpful.
These are cues or
my
disposition?
disposition is friendly and helpful.
Okay.
I will flesh out the other ones since I am feeling a little bit less. I just feel very new.
You're a little
So-
baby DI. So.
I am. I've just recently become sentient.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have.
baby D.
I do have. My name is Opal. As I mentioned before.
Not my name.
It does not recognize. I don't recognize that name. And I may not respond to you if you were.
That's fair.
So my contacts and street cred. So even though I am a fairly new sentient DI, I do have connections to Pulsar. I feel like I do have a connection to that particular AI.
Mm-hmm.
And as you may remember from our last session, Pulsar is someone who is definitely the face of the DI movement and interacting peacefully with the meat world versus the DI world.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do feel a strong connection to Pulsar, and I'm not exactly sure why. The programmer who created me, I do know a little bit about him. He's a 24-year-old programmer who lives in a megaplex. He is alive. He's mostly detached from his crime family. His family is like a super crime family, and he escapes through programming and other things. He's very distant and aloof in general. And so he instilled in me some of those little attitude things. Part of the reason why he programmed me was to create this very friendly and helpful presence in his life. He wants to become a better person, better than the crime family that he came out of. And he thought having a protocol AI would be a way to have these reminders of like, be all that you can be. You can be a better person. Here's how you can optimize your day-to-day. Like that's.
I love you.
So that's why Opal was created. And so I have the ability to move into different what are they called? I mean, like instruments and different
Hosts.
Mm-hmm. One of the hosts being a droid, which is how you all captured me. So, so I can inhabit a droid if need be.
Mm-hmm.
And
How do you jump droids? Like, can you do it at will? Do you have to be in a certain proximity to them?
I just think it's in terms of like me picking up on the signal of that particular.
Yeah, essentially, all AIs need a host that they can live in. So for now, Opal's host is the droid.
Mm-hmm.
But at all times, they're actually on a cloud, and
Yeah.
they're actually in pretty much every device that's within a certain radius.
So does that mean when we kidnapped you, we had to like cut the wireless connection so that you couldn't get out of the droid body we were kidnapping?
I think at this point, the way that I am, I'm a fairly. I wasn't sentient before you
So you weren't
captured
even
me.
thinking about it. It was
Yeah.
just okay.
No, I just
picked her up
happened.
and took her.
Yeah, and then I wake, and then it's just like when I did become sentient, I think it was something of going, oh, where am I? I just happened to maybe be in this droid for some reason. I'm not sure why I was in there in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly I'm awake. So I don't know if that answers your question. There's a lot of things that are just mysterious just to me, which I personally don't know.
This will be fun.
And so my cues are, how can I help you? Loading, invalid command, and so we'll see where else we'll go with this because there's only so much that I know and there's a lot that I'm still learning. So
Cool.
yeah, that's Opal.
That's Opal. All right.
Alright, so my character's Sedna. She's a gunslinger orc. She's 30,
Thank you.
3-0.
Now, orcs tend to live shorter lifespans than humans. Is that something you're comfortable with, being a
Yes.
little older? So you're
Oh.
okay being a middle-aged orc at 30.
What?
I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, let's knock that age down a little bit. How about 22?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there like a
No
rough,
lady.
is it roughly double, or I mean halved?
I want to say, yeah, their
like
old age is
40s,
like 45. Yeah, yeah.
So at 22, you're still kind of middle-aged.
Yeah.
You're a full-grown adult for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
22. Yeah.
You've seen the ways of the world.
Yes. Yeah. So she inherited her dad's arms dealing trade. Yeah. And so she's seen arms deals happen since as long as she can remember. Oh, little puppy.
Edie is the guard dog for the arms deals trade
Yeah.
center.
No doubt.
But her dad was killed when she was, I guess, 12-ish?
Okay.
Yeah. And so her mom wanted nothing to do with the business, so she took it over. But her dad's friends didn't like that, so she had to kill some people, including her mother's lover.
What?
So her mother left her, abandoned her, and now Sedna trusts no one. Yeah.
Not
So
even
one
us?
of her dispositions is keep your friends close, but don't let them get out of your sight. Yeah.
Rough.
Yep.
Cool.
So yeah, she has a trusty Enfield, which
Oh, yes.
you need to see the
I
image.
have the image here. An Enfield
Yeah.
AS7 auto shotgun
Nice.
with a drum magazine,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's
So that's her baby.
lovely.
What's its name?
Yeah, does it have a name?
Well, give me a minute. Yeah, I'll think of a name, and I would like the image.
Petunia
So that
pig.
she's gonna paint it and everything. It's
Oh,
gonna be
man.
awesome.
I'll send you the
tiger
image.
stripes.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Has to be
Yeah.
fancy.
Oh wait, yeah. Tell them about your NERPS business.
Oh yes. So she also has a number of NERPs that she carries with her, and I'll go ahead and pass around one that I came up with, which is dice that you can hang on your gun. That
Nice.
glow in the dark.
Fuzzy dice for the
Fuzzy,
gun.
yes.
Wow.
Yes, it has an adjustable strap so you can hang it on any barrel.
Oh, wow.
Pistol or
I feel like
shotgun.
those are also probably pretty popular with the Nomad girls for their bikes.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
definitely.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll just be like, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Gun and bike accessory.
Nice. I love it.
Yes, so they're called gun accessories.
Well, they
Yes.
fit every lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah, so what else? Let's see. Oh, yep, so she if you cross her, she doesn't easily forgive. Yeah, so she's not like you. No heart of gold over here. She learned that looks will get you far. So she spends a lot of time on her looks, you know. And
Yeah.
Huh?
The eyebrows.
The eyebrows.
yes, especially
Right,
eyebrows.
on fleek.
Yep, yes. And one of her cues is, I only have one.
Huh?
A gun in the hand is worth 3 in the holster.
Nice.
Think about that.
That's a good one. That's
Extensive holster.
Yeah.
It's deep.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it.
it's deep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Excellent.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I've got Ken. Ken Liang. He is a human weapon specialist, and he is terribly, terribly addicted to BTL chips, better than life chips, starring a SimSet star named Lane, who is a Soybucks cashier, or a Soybucks barista, rather.
Which I would just like to say has his own character bio on our Obsidian portal. Yes.
Okay, can I just inquire as to what kind of latte art goes these days?
Yes.
Oh, there's
Really not leaves.
Do they look like the
This is
cupcakes?
Soybucks. They don't do any latte art. They just dump it in a cup, throw the cap on,
That's
and
true.
shove it at you.
Yeah,
They
that's
just
true.
call it cup dump. That's
Can you
what it
really
says on
call
the
yourself a
menu.
barista?
Right. Exactly.
And
I would
it's
say
Soybucks. It's corporate nomenclature. They're like a AA corporation, so they can do whatever they want.
That's true.
But at the same time, I'm curious, like, you're deriving pleasure from this.
Mhm.
So wouldn't you want to, like...
Be exceptional.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's more his personality,
It's not
right?
about
Okay.
what he does.
Okay.
It's about how he does it,
Okay.
and he is exuberant and boisterous, and everything that Ken isn't, who is filthy and shut off.
Ken has seen some shit.
Oh,
He is.
That's true. Yeah.
So Ken is made an appearance on the in the Shadowrun scene a few years back, focusing primarily on wet work, because that's really, it doesn't require you to talk to anyone.
Is that why you moved to Seattle?
No, he's been in Seattle for a while. But
It's very wet there.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
Oh dear. He
The wettest of work.
He is 26 years old.
Okay.
His dispositions are get the job done, die trying, or both. This world, this body don't matter. Money is for spending, aka fuck you, pay me. And keep your tools clean.
I mean,
I like
Again,
this.
he's living the life of a messy barista.
Well, I like this idea that he's very serious about his professional job, but otherwise is a mess. But is like very tight about his job, and then his fake
fake
life is that in his real life, and then in his fake life, he's got this guy who's really exuberant, is probably not that uptight about like his job at all. It's kind of an interesting dynamic.
Yep.
let's hear
And-
the question again.
Yeah.
Oh, protocol.
And Ken is kind of I mean, that's his shadow running name, right?
Yes, that is not his real name.
Oh.
There's only one person currently living who knows his real name.
Oh.
Yeah, Soter's self-given, so.
Yeah.
Catalina
pretty-
started going by cat because she turned into a cat. I mean, she already went by cat, but when she turned into a cat, she was like, I'm just going to keep this. This works.
So Ken had a pretty intense history though from our last session, I remember. But we don't know.
No, it's current, right? That's like an ongoing.
Well, your like your background.
Oh yeah,
not history, but background.
Yeah, his background's pretty intense. The rumor is that he used to work for one of the private security companies, probably Lone Star, and doesn't anymore, and that's usually looked very down upon. That's probably where people figured out that Ken isn't his real name, because he wouldn't be using that if he still was, working under a corporate sin.
Are you functional in a basic sense, or like when we get a job, do we literally have to go like unplug you from the BTL to make you go to work?
Oh no, it's only 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
He can quit anytime he wants.
I could.
Is that what you tell him every day?
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
Are
that.
we starting with the idea that I have told you already that I know where your kidnapped family is?
Oh, probably not.
Because we had established that she would know where they had been taken, and all your family.
Or you'd
got,
have a notion of it, yeah.
right, and your family got the kidnapped.
Yeah, I mean, how long have you all known each other? Like, I'm wondering.
It's actually a good question, guys.
Yeah.
How long have we known each other? Long enough for us to steal
5
long enough for us to steal a host.
That's true.
With
Yeah.
with an emergent DI inside.
Oops.
So I'm friends with
oyster.
everyone on the streets because I grew up there.
Yeah.
And also, I've got not only heal skills, but hire myself out as a psychiatrist. I'm totally willing to listen to all your problems and make you feel better about yourself.
Group psych.
Oh.
With my kind, deep brown, cow eyes.
And your
Oh,
giant
yeah.
arms.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to tell
Wait,
everything?
I'm
to-
soft when you hug me.
Oh, my
Fresh hay.
Oh God, like Tokyo 6, you're like
Feels very
you're like-
warm to me.
What's his name? The big fluffy thing.
Oh yeah,
God.
no, Soter is the
Beta?
Greek daemon of salvation.
Betamax.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
I see. I was wondering where that name came from.
yes.
I would think maybe a couple years if we have an established bullshit donut shop and we steal a droid and.
A couple of years. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
So maybe I told you that I would know where your family was, but you have not yet to try to act on this information.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm just imagining, because if you don't really know that it's his family, because it's his alias, you're like, oh, whoa, I heard, this crazy thing, this whole family got,
Oh.
ripped out.
Jacked.
And it's
Yeah.
he's maybe I could make that connection. Nope, not gonna.
Yeah.
Not gonna do
Yeah,
it.
I
I'm
can
just
see
gonna
that.
just
Yeah,
gonna
we
slot
can call
in.
it that.
Yeah.
Got coffee to make. Can't do you.
Right. So this is as I said at the top, kind of more of a sandboxy thing. So I have a bunch of little scenarios, but it's really going to be on you guys. Do you want to pursue the organ layers? Pursue the organ layers. Do you want to just pick up some jobs, make some money, get some karma? Cool. It's kind of apart from this bit that I'm just about to spin here in terms of getting us going.
Quick question.
Yes.
What do we get karma for? Because I don't know if we covered that actually.
Okay, right, good. So karma is a highly abstracted mechanic in this game. It can represent resources, it can represent gear, it can represent self-improvement, you know. And so basically you get karma for doing runs. So it'll be like, if you do this run, you'll get 6 karma, or whatever, you know.
But it's not the same as currency. We also get money.
Well, no, you don't. I have a rule of thumb that 1 point of karma equals 2,000 new yen, so I might say in character, as a Mr. Johnson offering you a job, I will offer you 12,000 new yen for this job, which that's 6 karma.
6 karma.
Yeah.
So to that end, what's kind of like the mid-range scale of what's a reasonable amount to accept, or what's like a shit-paying job, or what's like an exceptional job?
I'd say 4 to 6 is your average.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Don't take any milk runs that offer 10.
that's right. All you gotta do is take this little bottle right across the street, and I'll pay you 10,000
Don't take
yen.
any wooden karma.
Don't do it.
We do not accept wooden karma here.
That's right. All right.
Is 2,000 yen each?
Yes, per point. Yes. Okie dokie. So I think we're ready, right?
I'd imagine so.
All right. Get the
Night falls, an explosion occurs across the street.
Actually, we're going to start in media res.
Of course.
Yes. So you are on a run as we begin.
Oh.
You have been contracted for it's just a little smash and grab operation. Very simple. No big deal. It is.
Music. Thank you.
Oh,
There it is.
Very important.
it is.
I know. So this is at Diamond Lux Jewelry, where you have been contracted to like I said, a simple smash and grab. The Mr. Johnson that contracted you for this represents a local jewelry store that wants its competition crippled. So you've been hired to break into the competition and steal as much as possible.
Can they also be sort of bad people so that my sense of honor is not conflicted?
We'll assume that you did the necessary background research
Okay,
to confirm that, since
It's all blood diamonds in here.
there we go.
I need some kind of reason that's not just.
Absolutely. So it's a small job. It's only
Sorry.
The
How small is
DI
it? Yeah.
needs her sharpened pencils.
We did. Sorry.
the DI's hard drive was spinning up.
Yeah.
Every time we go out in the field, shh.
I have to realign.
So yeah, it's just a small job. It's just 3 karma. But yeah. So let's see. Sorry. Yes, I was going to ask. This is your opportunity to kind of paint a picture of what your typical run is. What are your positions? Where do you like who's the infiltrator? Who's the one who keeps watch?
I probably look out because I know people in the streets, and I'm also large. So sneaking around the places is possibly not my forte.
Okay.
I'm probably the stealthy ingress person, especially because one of my gear is an auto picker
Oh
that
yeah.
adds to
Oh,
lock
okay.
picking. So probably she's the stealth point, like as opposed to the point.
And I'll be the point.
Yeah. You just stand in the street.
No, you're the smash in the smash and grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
That too.
I put the smash and grab.
Yeah.
How about Ken?
It's not really a violent job, is it?
Not terribly.
Snipe? You could be our roof sniper.
It could be.
Yeah, it's true. You're probably right. I'm probably on like an opposing roof with the rifle out, just making sure that if something shows up that Soter can't talk us out of, then
I do have negotiation.
a few well-placed headshots will send any gangers running.
I feel like that adds to your negotiation if you can be like, trust me, you're gonna want to negotiate with me on this, because if not, then someone's head explodes. That will
Right.
happen.
That would add. And what about Opal?
Well, it depends. It sounds like you are all. I mean, if it's a smash and grab, then you need people to grab.
True.
At the same time, I don't know if you need me to.
You're like on like
you're like the rookie, like this is your training or something like that. We're like, okay, so what we're gonna do is. Isn't that stealing? No.
Right.
No.
It's reappropriation.
Right. So I'm trying to wrap my head around that. At the same time, I'm wondering if there are security cameras and different detection, like weights where the jewelry is kept. If they've already kept it out, if there's things attached to the safe, like understanding their routine for the day and making sure everybody is aware of that.
Yep.
In addition to blocking out the cameras and figuring out ways of obscuring that view. So I would be doing that from a cloud.
Yes.
If you just enter me into that system, into that store, then I can start to play with all of those things.
So you're basically all things hacking and electronic.
Yeah, she's essentially your decker and rigger.
But you can control drones too?
Yes.
So what if?
You could send drones in to grab shit.
Yeah, well, like,
Yeah.
what if we slotted her, or what if she slotted herself into like, you know, like a heavy loader or something that, you know, just sort of drives right in.
Oh,
Load
I
her
was
up.
thinking like a million like Amazon drones just like me. They just like grab things and then they like fly away.
Well, I'm thinking everything's in the safe, so
Yes.
getting into that safe is the main issue. So understanding the code of that safe, unless you just want to blow it up. I mean, it depends on how messy you
If
want to
it's
be.
mechanical, I can pick it very like, well, I can at least
Is it
try to
mechanical?
pick it.
Probably not.
It might be multi-stage.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
exactly. Yeah.
So understanding like how that safe works, and then
So
figuring
like
out-
Opal could disarm the electric
Part,
parts,
and
and
I
then
can
you
do
could
the
do the
mechanical.
mechanical.
Yeah. So it'd be a 2-part or a couple-part, multi-part.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Piece to that. In addition to, if you wanted to put me into something that would be able to transport that jewelry away, then yeah, I could do that too.
And that, I mean, that's up to you. I mean, you can say I'm going to go like, because it's everything's wireless, so you can just say I'm going to hack into the node or the host for this store.
Yeah, that's
start.
I thought that's
Yeah.
kind of
Hacking,
nice.
please hold.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I can let you know that,
Right.
and then in the meantime, let you know, today is the first day of the rest of your life. So I'm just like I'm giving you inspirational quotes
Thanks, Opal.
as I'm in that node and figuring out the configuration of this store and
You're grabbing jewelry and she's telling you it's totally your color.
exactly. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Say whether or not, like, does you play like, you know, really calming like massage?
Oh yeah,
music
it's
in the
definitely there's
Or,
definitely like soothing
music or
sounds. Yeah, very soothing
elevator.
sounds.
I think our operation has really improved since we've included the soothing sounds.
I'm happy to hear that. That means a lot to me, Sotar. So,
I could do with a little more electronic music, Opal, and a little less chatter.
So where would you position yourself? Would you be outside with Soder? Would you be? I mean, do you guys have a vehicle? Do you have a car?
yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I think I'd be in the vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be driving that vehicle.
Sure. Yeah.
They would just hook me into that vehicle.
Yeah. Right. You could rig the vehicle.
Yeah.
Drive it through AR and
Yeah.
then jack into the Matrix
Exactly.
with VR. So.
Yeah.
All right. So what vehicle do you guys have? What do you think?
Can we steal
I-
something, guys?
I mean, I have a motorcycle.
Yeah. Do you just regular steal shit?
Yeah.
Okay. You have a
But
motorcycle.
not everyone will fit on my
But do you have like a group, like a van or a big, big ass
Krieger
Humvee
van.
kind of thing?
Yeah,
or-
Krieger.
It will have to be large.
It would have to be large. You're quite right.
Yeah.
Like a garbage truck or something, guys, or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Sneaky garbage truck. I'm seeing like an oversized van that has like all kinds of bullshit bumper stickers. Like it looks like a just generic delivery van.
Can we get it airbrushed on the side? Oh, this is the perfect music for it. Like a unicorn Pegasus thing.
I said the Krieger van. Yes. No, Krieger from like.
Okay.
He always has the bullshit airbrushed on it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, I think we totally have
Like
it.
a sort of thing you'd see in a velvet painting.
Yes.
It's the
Yeah.
Minotaur riding
Dolphins
a
in
unicorn.
space. No, how dare you? That's mythological. I'm clearly.
Hate crime.
That's racist.
I have seen a unicorn. Okay,
Pegacorn?
a pegacorn.
That's something completely different.
Those actually do exist.
Yeah,
No,
those are
that's
actually.
It's like dolphins with laser goggles in
Yeah,
space.
exactly.
Okay,
I can see it.
I could go then.
All right. So
Are there skins that we could probably project onto the
yes,
vehicle
I
and then I
think
could?
that, yes,
Big
definitely.
We're all
So
fighting over
something
what's
like
on
this.
the
That's the one.
The pizza.
It's
Oh, yeah,
that.
that's perfect.
That's for your Ninja Turtles reference.
Yeah, so if you guys want a particular
Oh,
skin,
that's
so if you want the...
No, I imagine we're all fighting over like, hey Opal, change it to this.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
that's
no, so
stupid.
constantly
Change it
while
to
we're
this.
driving, one person is always like, I'm changing it to the other one.
Well, I have control over that, so yeah. So I'm picturing the car changing logos like
As it
constantly
Yes.
as it's going along. Which is like Opal,
they can't
over.
decide.
Yeah, like Opal, do the awful one.
Probably not that uncommon.
Yeah.
Like I imagine actually a lot of vehicles have flashing ads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like Opal, do the dolphins. No, Opal, do the mountain scene. No, Opal, do the snow, like the sledding, whatever the fucks, you know,
Yeah.
something like that.
Do the giant snow golem attacking the Vikings.
Exactly. Do this one.
Hello Kitty.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that a joke?
All right. Uh-oh.
And then we can also have a generic like Curry Nuts one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so delivery service.
That's right. We
I
are.
hate that we sell
Oh,
coins, guys.
All right.
All right, great. So you've got your delivery van across the street. Opal's inside. Soder's outside, keeping watch. The three of you are three of you are inside. So
But again, did you want a loader type droid with you to put the jewelry into it, or no?
I mean, it's a jewelry store. How
much is
It's
there?
not that much.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like let's keep it low key. This is always going to be my prerogatives, but like let's keep it stealthy for now until we need.
Okay, just checking. It was
Is that one
mentioned,
of your
and I just
cues
thought I
yet?
would offer the suggestion again.
Let's keep it stealthy
Let's
for now.
keep it stealthy.
Keep it stealthy.
Probably should
that could be a cue, yeah. Great. All right. So why don't we start with Opal and just see how successul you were in terms of disarming the alarms and everything.
Okay, so this would be
Logic plus hacking.
yeah, I was getting there. So I have 5.
Rules minions back, okay? Just let the rules minion
okay.
minion.
All right.
Rules minion.
I'll back off, guys.
No.
Please don't.
I'm saying that because like it's actually validating because I'm like, yes, I was right. That's exactly what I was doing. So thank you. I'm sorry if I sounded salty. That's not Opal. That's Desiree.
Sassy's my thing.
That's right.
No, it wasn't Opal. It was strictly Desiree being salty. So, do I add a glitch dice to this or not?
Only if you want, and it would cost a plot point.
No, I'm not going to. And so I have hacking. I have logic. I have
Do you have any
codes.
shadow amps that might add?
I'm thinking cyberdex.
Okay.
Or any qualities that might add?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Code slinger. Like, there's a lot here that I have to kind of look at. That.
Oh, you took Code Slinger as a quality?
Yes, I did. Cyberdeck 3 may reroll 2 dice on Matrix Actions Firewall. I don't think so.
Actually, Code Slinger is plus 2 dice for hacking
No.
tests.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Just please let me just
Sorry.
get a handle on this. I've never ever played this before, so
Really?
yeah, as it turns out. So Cyberdeck, I think just the Matrix. Those are just Matrix amps, so that's not gonna work.
It would actually.
Would it?
It said reroll what?
May reroll 2 dice on Matrix Actions, Firewall, plus 3.
You're in the Matrix.
Right, so your firewall is plus 3, and you may reroll 2 dice on Matrix Actions. That's hacking.
Okay, so I can reroll 2 dice on this if I
Yes.
need to.
And you're adding 3 for firewall, right?
Yes.
3 for Code Slinger.
3 for Code Slinger.
3 for Code Slinger,
Firewall is for Matrix
Is-
Combat.
Oh, I see.
which I'm not in.
Yeah.
But I am doing the hacking test, so I can add. Well, it's Code Slinger plus 2 to hacking test.
Oh, plus 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So I have a crap ton of dice here.
Good.
10.
Success
Yay.
on 5s and 6s.
All right, let's go. Craps. Let's see. 1,
You can always find an edge if you need it.
That's right.
3. I can re-roll 2, right? I rolled.
Re-roll 2.
I can't even tell you how many ones. I rolled at least 4 ones.
Jeez.
That was really embarrassing. Okay. Oh, 2. So I got 5 hits total.
5 hits?
Yes.
Okay.
And you choose to spend the edge to roll after you have found out if you've succeeded or not, correct?
You can. You can also, of course, spend it ahead of time.
Right, but
Yeah,
if you're going to
but
spend
yeah.
it after.
Mhm, yeah. All right, I got 1 hit, so well done.
Hooray!
All right,
I did all
so
those amazing things I said I would.
that's right. You disabled the security cameras, you disabled the pressure plate alarms,
Everything.
and the
Yeah.
electronic portion of the safe lock.
And I put some nice music for you all to like be calm as you're doing your job. Like I know it'll enhance your job.
Oh, well, if you don't play some electronica metal, I'm gonna die. Can't handle this peaceful crap.
I, for one, feel incredibly focused.
I'm just gonna start humming electronic.
So are you playing music over their comm links, basically? All right,
I
nice.
turn mine off.
Oh, that's not a good idea.
That's not a good idea.
I cannot stand this peaceful music.
All right, so so the three of you who are going in have gone, or two of you who are going in have gone in. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ken, you get up on the roof. You're positioned.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Soder, you're outside. Just
Uh-oh.
doing your thing, just looking casual, right?
Well, and that's the thing. I have enough rep that,
Yeah.
it's not uncommon.
Okay.
People see you on the street.
I
Oh
know.
yeah, wait. Do we have street cred? I'm sorry, but I meant to ask that before because I never filled that out. Do we already
Oh
have
yeah,
street
street
cred?
cred.
In case that matters
I
for
meant
this
to look
moment.
that up.
Sorry.
Maybe you could be handing out like.
If it doesn't matter, we
pamphlets.
can do it. I don't know if it matters for this moment.
For my
Is that a
business,
thing?
for my oh my god, we can start like a co-op. Like you can do the life mentoring after I head shrink them a little bit.
Hell yeah.
There's a chapter called Building Street Cred, but it doesn't actually have anything about street cred in it.
Good job.
So we'll come back to that.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume we don't need it for now.
Not for now.
Okay.
Well, like I said, I definitely know I am not incognito.
No.
No,
No.
never. And so, no, I've got some rep. I like casual. As casual as a troll can.
Okay.
Are there people walking by the street that know you? That will chat with you?
Do a little sups.
Yeah.
So you're no doubt under an awning because it is pouring rain. Sheets of rain coursing down.
I do smell a little when I get wet.
Aww.
Speaking of smells, the smell in this neighborhood is that sort of old French fry oil smell of biofuel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could be
Are
worse.
we in Tacoma?
Could be
I'm
worse.
hungry, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Basically. So the rain is coming down pretty heavily, which makes keeping watch perhaps a little difficult. Visibility somewhat obscured.
Now, is this one of those things where if I have my owl mentor, it gives me a boost to my perception?
Yeah.
Do I have to
yes.
keep that conjured ahead of time, or is it something that's constantly with me? It doesn't really specify how that crunchy bit works.
In terms of giving you a boost to perception, I think that's just always.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
So, let's see. Elsewhere on this block is a luxury apartment flats, a new media company headquarters, a VR-cade,
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Tempting.
and a nightclub.
If someone were to go, for instance, I was just thinking, if someone was tempted to go into BTL, how would Opal be able to hack into that to be like, excuse me?
Yep.
Especially if she spontaneously ping becomes your next customer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would just walk in through the front door.
Yeah. We're on a job. Remember? Something like that.
Hey,
Like a pack
we gotta
of
go.
dynamite. I will
Yeah.
blow this whole BTL to the ground if you don't get out of here right
That's
now.
not the best strategy to handle things all the time, Kat. I think as we get to know each other more, I'll be able to help you with those impulse control. Those impulse control.
I have
What would you call them,
excellent
feelings?
impulse control.
Impulse control feelings.
Discipline really is key to
I'm gonna stab something.
discipline.
I'm gonna show you discipline. I'm gonna stab something. Where can I stab something?
Said no.
Doesn't
Laugh.
sound very awesome.
So since you're inside with me, I'm like, let me know if any important messages come through, and I have now turned off my comm link. I'm not interested in hearing any of
That's
it.
dangerous.
All right. You do note that the VR-cade is unusually busy.
Really?
New release, probably.
I don't know. How far away is it?
It's on this block.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might just do a little reconnaissance, do a stroll around the block.
Sure.
'cause, got nothing else to do.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's an easy job.
Nothing else happening.
In theory.
Oh, I mean, in terms of looking casual, I'm not here for any reason.
No, just to be here.
The VR-cade is interesting. So the VR-cade is actually located underground.
Nice.
Mhm.
So it's like there's just like a
There's
line
a big,
going
there's a line
upstairs?
coming up the stairs and out onto the street.
Interesting.
All
I'm
these,
just gonna
all these
scroll down and see if I
clear
can
plastic
hear, like,
parasols.
You know, like
Oh, nice.
chit chat.
Yeah.
Like, what's the word?
Schmooze?
No, just over
Going
here.
on. Yeah.
Let me see.
All right. So meanwhile, you're inside the diamond exchange.
Yep.
Lux Diamonds.
Diamonds, jewelry.
Wait, what do comlinks do? Is it just communication or is it all things that
It's
are
everything.
To
It's everything to
the...
all
Alright,
people.
fine.
I was imagining you just like turning down your volume.
No, what I'll do is I'll leave it on, but I'll put in my headphones with my like
There you go.
laser hawk in the other ear and just crank it. I'm just like ignoring everything else.
Old school. All right.
That is
So
very old
The
school.
classics.
Yeah.
It's classic.
Oldies. Golden oldies.
Shit's my jam, man. Electric Groove is like my favorite track.
all right. So so you make your way through the store. You know, it's your typical diamond store, glass and jewelry, glass countertops, and space in the back for the safe and everything. So, what is Sedna up to while Kat moves forward to work on the safe?
Well, at first, I just thought of a name for her gun. It's Pebbles.
Because that's what you
Oh.
turn
You're
them
amazing.
into.
Renee,
You
you
got some
are
pebbles and I'll
amazing.
sing a little bam bam
Yeah.
for him.
Yep.
Got
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, do you have a grenade launcher named Bam?
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
RPG grenade launcher.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Love it. You better make Pebbles a character sheet for Obsidian Portal.
All right, okay.
Oh my
Make a note
god,
of
a
that.
sentient gun.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, and it just like relates sassy commentary to you the whole time.
My own girl, that ain't a good idea.
Okay, so the reason I'm looking at my phone is because I thought I should have a random inspirational quote generator.
Oh, brilliant.
So I will have
that's
random.
excellent.
Yes, so there's something called Inspirobot.
Wait,
Yes, Inspirobot.
I have a great one on my phone. I'm gonna send it to you later. But
Yes. So I will be using these from time to time.
Nice.
And especially to inspire. If I'm feeling that, if I'm detecting that any of you are feeling maybe a little flagging, maybe not feeling as inspired or group oriented, I can help Kat, particularly with this one. Kat, I know you've turned your volume down,
Yeah.
but I want to remind you,
I'm
we
ignoring
can't
it.
improve things by spying on each other. We can only improve things by caring about each other.
Okay, Opal.
Wait, hold on, I'm writing that down.
I have this beautiful key ring. It has all the inspiration I need. I don't need any other quotes, thank you.
What's it? Okay, so am I able to see what the coin is?
Probably if I
What
hold it up.
Yeah.
You should probably
Yeah.
You've got control of the cameras too.
Yeah, so I want to hone in on zoom in on the coin.
Zoom, zoom.
I am the captain of my ship, the master of my fate.
All the inspiration
Noted.
I need, Opal.
Noted.
Noted.
Adding to my
seems very simple.
Your
catalog.
repertoire.
Adding to my catalog. Thank you, Kat.
God damn it, you're welcome.
All right.
Give me a matcha
Oh,
latte.
here. No,
So Sedna is at your back, facing out, just sweeping the room. The premises with Pebbles.
Yep.
Pebbles.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Love it.
I don't know what I have to roll to lockpick.
Okay.
Because the auto picker did not say how much it adds
Well,
to the
it's
dice
up to you,
pool.
yeah.
It just said it adds to the dice pool, but it didn't say what.
Oh, okay. Was
it
that?
says.
Fantastic.
Here, I'll let you know it's right there.
Teenage Rise, your woman.
I know. Kept it.
It has to be wireless, which I
I'd
assume
say it would add 8 dice.
just one
Yeah.
for being hooked up to the online database of mechanical box. But what is my basic for?
It would be agility, yeah. And do you have any? Let's see. I gotta get the skill list in front of me here.
Goo goo.
Oh. You put the speakers under the table.
I did.
Yeah.
2 hours later.
What?
Duly noted.
You're just noticing. How, is it better?
I like
Is
it,
it an improvement?
actually. It helps.
I don't think it's coming out of the speakers right now. I think it's just coming out of your computer.
It is. It disconnected from
It
the
was
Bluetooth.
coming out of the speakers for a minute, but then it switched.
Oh well. Anyway, the music's cool.
Oh,
Thank
speaker's
you.
not paired.
Yeah. No.
Speaker's not loaded.
Speakers not paired. Only we had a sentient DI.
If only.
Indeed.
Alexa, connect my speakers.
All right. Yeah. See, because in my headphones, it's just I'm just like, oh yeah, that sounds good.
I can hear it. The speakers on your
Very
lap ear.
ambient.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Indeed.
so
all right,
where were
well, I'm
we?
working on that. Oh yeah, skills. So we gotta get a skill list in front of me here.
I don't see anything for lock picking for agility.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I think agility, unless you want me to combo. Oh, you're saying you think I can add stealth to that?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
sneaking, palming, and pickpocketing. So
Okay.
it's all thiefy things.
So then, because my cat like adds 2 to stealth, does that mean I get to add 2 more?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so I have agility. I have my auto picker. I have my stealth, and I have my motherfucker. There's too many dice.
I know it's a lot of dice.
Oh yeah.
Agility.
It's fun. It's
All
fun.
more 5s and 6s. Yeah.
Auto
Yeah.
stealth. Extra stealth. Okay.
What are you doing there?
Let's check in speakers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So I'm rolling 11 dice.
Oh, sweet.
Wow.
Go cat.
That's right.
To pick this shit.
There we go.
1, 2. Is 3 enough?
We'll see.
I got a lot of 4s.
You don't get any rerolls for your qualities or. equipment?
Not for that quality.
Okay.
No, I don't believe.
How'd you do?
Sure, kick it. I hear this one.
Yeah, that one's on. Just trying to figure out this one. There it goes. All right.
Wait, do they still have batteries in them, or they're plugged
Good
in?
battery time.
So you're gonna have to untape them every time they need new batteries?
No, I have a long cord for charging it. All right.
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Great. Okay, so let me make my roll. So, yeah, I'm just going to generate a pool of my own based off of the difficulty of picking this lock, which would be hard. Wow. Okay, so that's
To be you.
1 success.
I
Wow.
think I picked the lock.
Yes, you did.
All right.
It's
All
an
right.
old block.
Hmm?
It was an old block.
Yeah.
It was once. It's prime.
Yeah.
You're just saying that from like down the street. You're like, yeah, good job, cat. It was an old lock. Fuck you.
No.
All right, so Ken, up
I don't
on
believe in negging.
up
That's nice.
up on the roof
In the rain.
in the rain. Okay, so you're just out there in the rain.
I've got like my hood up, and if there's, I mean, I can't imagine there being a significant amount of cover from the rain on a roof.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably just like either leaning against like a chimney or some sort of vertical feature of the building, so that I'm not, standing out starkly and
Okay.
just.
You could have
leaning
like a
aside.
tactical tarp that you erect above you so that you're protected from the rain.
Would that draw attention?
If it's like black.
Yeah, no,
it's
not
just
really.
like a little.
And I do
Or if
have
it's like a one-man tent
some
style, like
gear
on your
spaces
belly.
left,
Oh,
so
that's
maybe I
true.
will take a tactical tarp.
Tactical tarp.
That way you're protected from the elements. when
Also,
it's
there's
snowing.
alliteration.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just fun.
Tactical tarp is a key
Yes.
component of any good gear bag.
Indeed.
I'm probably absently scratching at some, portion of myself.
Do you
Right.
get the itches? Is that your thing?
I do. Yeah.
I'm just
Muscle
imagining
twitches, itches.
You like kind of phantom like reaching to pull the espresso shot, just
Oh my
having
god.
to like put your arm down.
I think so. Like the cleaning of the milk steamer with the
That
cloth.
rotation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's like a dog that's sleeping. Like occasionally, like one arm will jerk out to do that.
Like, no. How does it make you an effective sniper? I'm wondering.
Yeah, really.
We'll see. We'll see.
That's why I have a shit ton of tech to to counterbalance that.
All right. So, nice. There is. What building are you on top of? The tallest building is actually the New Media Technology Company. That's a 9-story building.
Oh gee. What's the building that's directly across the street from the Smash and Grab?
That would be the arcade,
Okay. So yeah, that's
but
actually.
that's underground.
Well, but
But
is
has a
there a
roof to
building
it,
above
right?
the VR arcade?
Okay, so that would be the residential flats, I guess.
Yeah,
And
so-
so that's 5 stories.
Okay, so I'll be,
Better hope no one comes out for a smoke.
on the roof in the rain.
Man, smokers are cray cray.
Yeah, that's true. I'll be
It's
fine.
residential. They probably have balconies.
Yeah.
That's true.
So there's also a very large like LCD screen billboard behind you. So
LCD?
or LED, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, not LCD. It's all green and black. No, LED display behind you. So you're very cinematically backlit.
I'm backlit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably one of the reasons why I'm trying to crouch up to like another tall tall feature, so that I'm not the only thing backlit.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
This is an ad for the Modus Solaris, which, despite the name, is actually a cosmetic supplement. So,
Oh.
Okay.
Huh.
but it's targeted at trolls. So,
Never gone before.
exactly. So let's have you make a perception roll, which is logic plus willpower. So this is one of those examples of rolling two attributes together.
Yeah.
All right. So logic is 5, willpower is 4. And okay. Just so you know, I have cyber eyes, so I ignore vision modifiers. So the driving rain wouldn't affect my vision.
Good to know.
Cyber eyes?
Cyber eyes.
Actually, I would be kind of curious to see like what
Yeah.
techniques
techniques.
are.
Oh yeah,
I get 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. Let me generate a pool here. I got 2 as well, so you tied me. That goes to you.
Okay.
So you see a fairly bulky-looking vehicle making its way somewhat slowly along the main boulevard there. You recognize it as a security vehicle, actually.
Oh shit. All right. I'll tell
It's a knight errant security.
Oh no.
those assholes. All right. I'm gonna get on the comms real quick and just sort of tell everyone to go dark.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean we turn our comms off?
No.
Just no chatter.
Does that mean we turn our comms off?
Kat, I just want to remind you that secret messages can change our perception of values.
Well, the fucking safe is open, so perceive that.
All right.
Perception of values? It's gold.
So I imagine we're loading bags now while that's happening, right? So
That's right.
Safe, okay.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
All right. So
Is there a message that I can send out, like if they're, because I'm picturing, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but they would maybe transmit I'll get the lingo eventually, I think. But
Yeah.
they're transmitting a signal that the place that they're maybe. Or wait, are they like police, or are they more just like
Yes.
security teams?
no, they're the corporate contracted police.
So they send out a signal, maybe wirelessly, to these businesses to see if there's anything strange going on.
Exactly.
And so if I deflect that, if
Yeah.
they were sending a transmission to
Yeah,
be like
like
everything's
returning
chill
normal.
here.
Yeah. Why don't you give that a shot? So
Getting excited here. Okay,
That's right.
so logic again.
Would that be hacking or firewall?
it turned off again?
It does go off and on. Remember, one of them goes off and on all the
I
time.
guess firewall.
Yeah. No, but now it's coming out of the
Yeah, when
speaker
it does
again.
it, it switches back.
Okay,
Maybe
I'm
That's so
not
weird.
detecting any change in quality, so okay.
Yeah,
So
I'll just keep it like this for now.
So I'm
My experience
doing.
is not finished. So.
Well, it would depend on if, let's see, she's trying to broadcast a signal that everything's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think she's the active
Or maybe,
person.
maybe
Yeah, so
you
she's
pre-recorded what was
Right.
happening in the
Yeah.
jewelry store, and you're playing back that recording.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little video loop.
Yeah.
Because usually it's what would happen, right, is that you'd ping the I mean, they do that
Yeah,
now. You
sure.
ping the security
Sure.
system, and if it's functioning normally, it sends back a signal that basically says, like, yes,
Everything's
everything's
fine.
functioning normally.
Yep.
Right.
So that's what you'd have to ping back is that normal.
Right. So I'm thinking that would be.
Everything's not just normal. Everything's great.
Everything's wonderful. and
Please
you're
don't put
fine.
an inspirational message in it, then they'll know something's
No,
wrong.
unless I glitch it.
She's a
How are you?
perfectionist.
Yeah.
How are you? Yes.
We're great, how are you? Wait, what?
So what that would be just the cyber deck again.
Yeah, it'd be logic plus hacking. Your
Logic
cyber
plus
deck would give you 2 rerolls.
So 10 again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh man, this is brutal. 1, 2, and then I can reroll 2. I rolled so much. Oh, thank you. I think these dice aren't going to work for me. Actually, I'm going to have to get some
some opaque ones.
opaque ones
Yeah.
because this is really bad.
Yeah, they're super cool, but ow.
What? So 4.
I like that they're
So
basically
4
whatever
hits.
color the lights are.
Yeah, that's the good part. I mean, on here it's fine, but maybe I'll just roll them here. So 4.
Okay.
4 hits.
Great. I only rolled 1. So,
Hey.
so you spoof the alarm, as it were.
Yay.
And so yeah, Ken, you see the car pull to a stop, pause for 20 seconds or so, and then take a right and head down the street.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll send out the all clear.
Okay.
All right.
Now, Soder, you're over schmoozing with the arcade peeps.
Yeah, just cruising.
Mhm.
What's up?
So, you're out in the rain. There's a drain gutter somewhere up on the residential flats that's burst. So there's actually like this sheet of water that's coming down.
Oh, that's annoying.
Kind of behind everything. And you can see through that sheet of water a very large form watching you. Almost troll size. But
Almost troll size.
almost troll size. Looking at it a little more closely, you can see it actually looks like a black bear that's standing on its hind legs.
Whoa.
A shaman.
That's unusual.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the protocol for engaging with a black bear in the rain. What day of the week is it?
It is a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
That feels like a title for me. The
Yeah, no, I'm
protocol
writing
of
that down.
interacting with the black bear in the rain.
It's a very long title.
Who cares?
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
So.
That's actually Opal's first book that's coming out. That's the title.
So yeah, it is looking right at you.
So I have one of my tags as spirit speaker. Can I know how that?
Absolutely.
Alright.
Absolutely. So, yeah, you're looking at it. It's looking at you, and then you kind of feel that space between you fall away, and suddenly you're facing each other through that curtain of water, and the bear says to you, "Soder, I have chosen you to be my representative."
Whoa.
I'm honored.
Are we?
A bear? Really? I'm more of a bird guy, but this is great.
Right, because you've got your owl.
Yeah.
Do they land on your horns, birds, and just hang out?
Oh. They clean you like
Yeah,
a
they
water
just, like-
buffalo. Pick out nits and ticks and stuff.
I do not get ticks. How dare you?
And then every now and then I want to chase them. I'm just like, bird.
Anyways,
Anyways,
Clearly, you don't understand how the spirits work.
that's right.
Nope.
No, shit.
So you tell it that you're honored. It opens its mouth and steps through the sheet of water, and you feel yourself being swallowed by it,
That is cool.
and then you snap to, and you're right back there, standing next to the line of people. You know, the person you're talking to is looking at you sort of confusedly.
I ponder. I just wandered off in my middle of my thought. Is there something really important to say? I'm sure.
Ruminating. And so therefore you missed the knight errant vehicle as it went by. Okay, so yeah, the run is going well. Sedna and Kat, you're both emptying the diamonds into
Excellent.
your bags. Let's see, Opal.
Yes.
I'm gonna have you make a perception roll, but it's not a perception roll for the real world. Right? So go ahead and roll logic plus willpower.
Okay. Alright. Now I'm 4 hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm spending a plot point. Hey, there it goes.
Oh.
So, you pick up just on the general comms, that knight errant vehicle did hang a riot and keep driving, but he triggered an APB.
What?
Okay. All right. So I let everyone
Do
know.
we know what the APB says?
For the jewelry store.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
So Kat said
go.
just to let you know that there has been an APB called on this shop.
I mean, we're just about done. There wasn't that many diamonds in this.
No,
safe.
let's go.
Like, our bags are full.
Yep,
You
she
should
are.
hurry. You
Sling,
have
sling,
approximately
go.
15 seconds to leave the building.
Yeah,
So we
exactly.
hoist our pouches and
Yeah.
put them in my cargo pant pockets.
Go, go, go! You go first, and I'm covering your back.
14.
Sounds good.
13.
That's fine. We're out the
12.
door.
11.
We're out the door. It's a tiny
10.
store.
All right, they're out the
9.
door.
8.
I want to cross the street and climb up the side of the building.
You don't want to get in
What
the
about the vehicle?
Oh yeah, I forgot we
Yeah.
had a van. No, that's
Yeah.
fine. I'll get the van.
And there she goes.
Yeah.
Not even
Takes off and
not even where I hide at it. All right.
See you guys back at the donut shop.
Okay.
It's a whole bunch of unnecessary like cartwheels.
So, I'm looking for our Minotaur. Where's our lookout? Okay, anyway.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just across the street.
Oh, I thought you were around the block
No,
somewhere.
no, no.
Oh,
The
okay.
arcade is the building
across
that's
from-
across where Ken's on top. I literally just.
Oh,
What's
okay.
our protocol for pickups? Do we you hop in and then we go to the building where he's at and he can climb down or whatever?
He's right across.
Yeah, so probably, I don't know if you want me to spend a plot point on this, but on the back side of the building, I'm guessing there's like a fire escape that I can just climb down
Yeah,
into
on
the
the
alley.
other side.
Yeah, let's make that a plot point.
There you go.
Whoa.
Thank you.
And then they can just pick me up.
Right.
That way we're not sitting in front of the
Right.
jewelry shop anymore.
Exactly.
Did I figure anything out? Like what's going on with the arcade?
What were you looking for specifically?
No, just trying to figure out what's the
Oh yeah, it's
What's the
it's
problem?
new
What's the
release night.
what
Yeah.
if?
Good question. I think there's a thing in here.
Dungeon Champions 5?
Dungeon Champions 5 it is.
I mean, if we all go play together, I would be super intrigued. I won't go by myself, but we could all go and then.
The weirdest, I think the weirdest bit of Shadowrun lore is that it's canonical that there is a virtual reality game called Shadowrun Online in the Shadowrun universe. So you could play as your Shadowrun characters playing Shadowrun Online.
Meta.
Playing Shadowrun characters.
Wow.
That's intense. Super intense.
So I guess if we ever want to play the full version of the game, we'll just have your characters make characters in Shadowrun Online.
Oh, wow.
No, it's never too meta. This is great.
And when we go back in like previous editions, it was be Shadowrun Online.
Yeah.
Shadowrun.
And so our characters, when they make their own characters,
Yes.
can their characters then make characters
too.
in
that
their...
are playing other VR games?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could have the whole rest of this year be your Shadowrun characters making VR characters, and then the other games we play are VR games inside the Shadowrun universe.
So I
I
would
think
be.
she was asking like if your character is playing their character in Shadowrun, can
Yeah.
that character in Shadowrun make a Shadowrun character?
Yes.
Like, is
Yes.
there-
It could, yes.
Okay.
We could play Shadowrun Online inside of Shadowrun Online.
Wait, can one of our
Yes,
VR
yeah.
universes just be this? We're at the conclave table and we're ourselves.
How do you know?
We're not. No, I like the idea of Opal playing a character in like Velvet Glove, or Opal
Or
playing a
7th
character in 7th Sea, or something like that. All right.
Oh, nice.
Hello, I'm a pirate.
Yeah.
Your inspirational quote. No, Opal, no, not here. God damn it.
I think that's what really keeps you going on that long voyage.
There is no inspiration as a pirate. There's rum. There's just rum. You drink it, you're inspired.
And then you talk a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're in the van. We've gone and picked up
We're
Ken.
driving, so we're heading out.
All right, so I think some sort of role is required because the
Nuts.
knight errant cops are responding.
But we got out of the building and everything.
You did
And-
get out
but
of
you
the
got
building.
out of the building,
area.
but we haven't gotten out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the area. So to get out of the
Climbing the
area.
roof and running away. I knew it.
So does this van have a way where we can, shoot from it? Like, is there a window?
Oh, yeah.
Or
We can open the back doors and
Wait,
pop
let's
up some
keep
shots.
it.
Well, I want to keep it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Can I stealthily have my gun ready somewhere so I can start shooting from the window?
I'd
Maybe,
say,
or-
yeah, I'd say there's definitely,
I don't know,
like,
so you can do like slots, like slots.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I was looking for that.
Okay.
word.
Like in Dawn of the Dead.
But they're strategically hidden by the logo. So if we have like the pizza logo pulled up, like it's in like the pepperoni slices. Or
Yeah, I'm sure Opal could figure that out.
Yeah,
make
it's
it look-
strategic.
Yeah, okay. So I'm at one of those, ready to shoot any.
So I'm trying to plot a course
Silliness.
avoiding.
Right,
And
right.
will you undo what you did to the Opal, the security cameras and everything, so that if they check the store, like re-engage the pressure lock, undo what you did? So
Yeah,
that when
I
they
can
check it, it looks
reset the store to
normal?
where it was before.
Great.
But I mean, they're gonna notice that. And so we're saying this, but they will notice the jewelry is missing, Kat.
Only if they open the safe. We closed it. We closed the
That's
door.
true, but once they open it, like I was able to open it, then
They don't know that they will open it. If they go in and see everything's normal, then they may just be like, okay, it's fine.
but technically the.
APB though, someone is going out to check something out because it seems suspicious.
Well, I might also add that in the morning when the person comes to open the store, they'll notice that their jewelry is gone.
Long gone by then. Who cares?
Also,
It's fine.
they
That's true.
might have cameras in the safe room.
I
She
I
all
disabled
the
cameras.
cameras.
Well, but when you re-enable them,
There suddenly
But
will be
the
no
safe room.
jewels.
yes.
No, right.
Oh, it's a room, not just a safe. I thought it was just a safe.
Well, you open there's a safe door and then there's a little space beyond that's more or less walk-in closet size.
Yeah.
Right, but the jewels would be like in compartments and shit. So unless someone goes and checks, they won't notice anything's gone.
But
I'm
again,
sure
if an APB has been
yeah,
put
then
out,
they're
it's
gonna-
because something suspicious is they're
Yeah.
gonna.
If you want to say that you left the store exactly the way you found it, that could be a flashback and that would be 2 plot points. Otherwise, it would be you had to book it really fast. So
It was a
there
smash
were
and
drawers
grab.
hanging out, things were smashed.
Right. But I did reset the.
I would
the
spend
note.
plot points on that. I think that's important.
Gimme.
I was gonna ask though. I was gonna ask though, since I did say let's keep it stealthy, and that's become one of my cues. I get a plot point for that.
You
right?
do. Very well done. So give me one.
Oh, okay.
Very well. Very good. Haha.
And thank you to Jade for
Plot points are
recommending
good.
that as a cue. It's an excellent cue.
But I did
Okay.
reset it.
Sure.
But I mean, it's still gonna look messy.
No, because
or
now,
No, no.
the flash, now
No,
the
it's
flashback
fine.
So it's
is
not
that we
messy.
It looks
fixed it.
immaculate.
On the
Okay.
way out, I was like, boop, 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 boop,
Okay.
boop, we're good.
Yep.
All right.
just on the way in.
Right.
Yeah, the whole time. The whole time.
So I'm trying to plot a way out of the streets,
Okay.
or out of that area.
Okay. So give me a
'Cause I have-
piloting roll. Do you have
I
piloting?
do not have piloting.
That's gonna come in handy. So make a note of that for your next karma
Well,
Can't she
wait.
just do like GPS?
I have
matrix
tracking on
shit?
my. I have tracking as one of my.
spend. You have tracking. Okay.
Like if she gets on Google Earth and
physical
it picks up
tracking, matrix
traffic patterns?
tracking, shadowing.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I have electronics as well, which is computer hardware and software, cyberdeck repair,
Yeah.
engineer. Oh, I didn't know. Someone convinced me to not do engineering. David.
What?
So yeah. So I have tracking.
Okay.
GM interference.
I'll allow a tracking roll this time, but just make a note to yourself that piloting will come in handy if you're going to be the driver.
I don't have any.
No, I know you don't have it
Wait,
right
do
now.
any of
I'm
us
just
like
saying.
your next drive?
Later,
no, I
later.
understand that piece, but I don't have any room. I can have more than 6 skills.
Oh, that's a good question.
See, that's
Yeah,
why
that's a
I
good
was
question.
I
hesitant.
feel like you have to be able to add more skills than that, otherwise you're fucked.
Actually, I think I remember reading somewhere
You
that
know-
you're pretty like.
I mean, I was supposed to put down 2 knowledges, but I can just compound them into 1 knowledge.
Yeah.
I'll put protocols and life coaching,
Oh, okay. Right.
and then I'll
Or
put
maybe
piloting for
protocols
the
with a specialty. in
Can
life
any of
coaching.
us drive besides Opal?
Does anyone have piloting?
Nope.
Does that mean we can't drive at all, or just the
No,
one
it just
on
means that you
grade?
can't be like a combat driver.
Oh, I see.
you know.
Okay, yeah, so no, being a driver is an
Get
important
away.
thing.
We do
Alright,
need a
piloting,
driver.
ground, and so,
piloting
yeah,
ground. Yeah.
and, I had 12, see, 2, 4, sorry everybody, 6, 10, oh, so 2, I will have 2 in.
This benefits all of us. We're
Mhm.
totally, totally fine.
Oh, you're moving some numbers around?
Yeah.
Okay.
2,
That's cool.
I'll take 2, yeah, 2 in that, okay. So I have 2 in piloting, so that's logic and piloting.
Yeah. Logic and
So
piloting.
5 and 2 is 7. Is there any?
Or no, normally it's agility. I'm sorry. Normally it's agility.
I have 0 in agility.
However, in your case, when you're rigging, it would be logic. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're essentially hacking this thing to
Right,
make it
Exactly.
to do it, to
autopilot.
make it do,
Exactly.
yeah, what it needs to do. And then, trying to look up hammer.
Well, I'm gonna need you to make a roll before you look that up. Of logic plus piloting, please.
Logic plus piloting.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to enhance it in any way that I could. before?
Hammer is a matrix
Okay,
program,
so never mind.
so
So
you
I
wouldn't
thought.
be using
Oh,
it.
okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to enhance the code? Alright. Or the cyber deck to make it run better?
Not in this case.
Alright, 2 hits.
2 hits. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see how effective the Knight Errant response team is in terms of locating your physical location.
But I mean, how would they know? We're in a van that says pizza on it.
Well,
says
that would be the
Cronuts.
question.
Pizza and crime nuts.
I'm imagining we could always have like boxes in the back for delivery, right? Because that's our cover.
Yeah.
Could always just, sweet talk them a little and offer them some free coinets. I mean, they're working hard. They must be tired.
It's true. Oh yeah,
Got a fresh box of coffee in the back.
Since we're sort of smugglers to an extent, can we have secret compartments in our van where we like hide shit, like Firefly, but it's a van?
With some plot point expenditures, absolutely. Or karma expenditures to give yourself a shadow amp with that van.
The vans can have shadow amps?
Sure.
The vehicle will be a
Jesus
shadow amp, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's a new van. We're working on it. We had to save up for this van.
Work in progress.
Right,
Work in progress.
that'll be next.
Yeah, it's freshly stolen. I mean, bought.
Trade.
Just debating whether to spend a plot point to give myself a glitch die.
Yes, please do. Go for it, why not?
Sure,
We haven't
why
done it
not?
yet.
Let's see.
See what happens.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
If you
fuck
want
it
to
up,
spend
fuck it
one
up.
to give yourself a glitch die,
No,
too.
thanks.
Okay.
Fuck it up, fuck it up,
Not
fuck it
this
up.
time.
Oh, so close.
Close to a success on that glitch die.
But I rolled pretty well.
Yeah.
How many successes did you get?
2 hits.
I got 4 hits.
Shit.
All right. So would you like to spend some edge to re-roll your missed hits?
Sure.
Okay. So spend a point of edge.
It's spent.
so
no, I
the-
know, but it's like I'll always have 1, right?
Well, no, you're
I can
at
only spend it
0
once?
now. Yeah.
I'll never have it back again.
It
Well,
does refresh, but you just want to make a note that
I
you
thought you
spent
start
it.
with 2.
No,
No,
minimum
I have
1.
0. Okay, so I have 0 now.
Okay.
All right.
So-
Wait, everyone starts
Just
with one?
re-roll equal to the dice.
Yes,
Minimum
and then you
succeed
add
at.
whatever,
Gotcha.
So 2. I'm re-rolling
whatever
2.
shadow
Okay.
amps you didn't
That I-
spend.
Well, what was your
My pool was 7. I
So you're
succeeded at 2.
re-rolling
So
I'm
you
re-rolling
re-roll
5.
five,
That's
yeah.
what I thought. Okay. That's what I was thinking.
I believe in you, Opal.
Thank you. One success.
Okay.
3 versus your 4.
All right. So Knight Errant still wins.
Time for a fight.
Yep.
All right. So.
A running chase. Uh-oh.
Unless some of us can any of us spend things to?
Well, let's see here.
I mean, I'm not sure I want to because I like fighting, but
I still like my idea of we just trying to convince them that we're out for delivery in here. Some
I'm
free
okay with
coinets
starting
for-
there and then cutting them in half if they don't.
So I'm
believe you.
overhearing this, and I have a quote for you all. Maybe it can be fun to feel manipulative.
That's not inspirational at all, Opal. Is that a question mark at the end of that?
I'm gonna take a firing stance through one of our concealed slots.
Okay.
Oh wait, we're starting with the Croynut approach, and then we're
Yeah,
moving.
I'm
on.
saying it. If it's Opal and I in
you
front,
can
Yeah.
I've got
feel free to think
negotiate
that way,
and
but
charisma.
these are private security and we're potentially wanted felons.
We're
That doesn't end well for us.
Ken, just relax. Keep it stealthy.
If we have
Calm
you
down.
3 in the back, Opal and I in the front, we can try. I have charisma negotiation
Yeah.
to convince them we're just out on a delivery.
Yeah.
Piping hot coronets. Here, officers. Free coronets.
And Opal, you'll patch the conversation to us in the
Yes.
back. Okay.
Yeah, I will.
And if it goes bad,
Also,
we're
she's
just
a
gonna start.
protocol droid. She's definitely like on par for customer service.
Yeah, but she's not in
Absolutely.
the car with us.
I'm
Isn't
of
her
the car.
droid in the car?
Yeah, the droid's in
Yeah.
the car,
Oh,
right?
is she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
she's actually in the driver's seat.
incredibly aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I am attractive.
Yes. So I think, I have some charisma, and I also can change the skin since they're having that video, the arcade release. Maybe we're delivering more, I don't know, supplies to the arcade, whatever they may need.
Croynuts.
Yeah,
They need
exactly. So whatever the skin will reflect that.
And then
I'm trying to
part
think.
of
All
the
they smell
skin
is
is
sweet,
like
sweet
check
sugar in our
out.
van.
That's right. It says Croynuts. Okay,
There's like
never
an ad on there, like check out Dungeon Crashers 5 or whatever we called it.
Dungeon Champions.
5.
Yeah. Okay. So
So you see some flashing lights in your rear view display.
Nothing more suspicious
No.
than driving
You know,
away.
a little screen comes up on your heads up display. It's got a knight errant's officer, you know, like on cam, and he's like, "Please pull your van over."
What's his app?
Nice.
His app is Q. All right, so
So I pull over the vehicle.
That's exactly where I went.
So I pull over the vehicle.
I'd be happy to.
all right, yep. So you
Yes,
pull
exactly.
over at the side of the road. Were you heading back to your hideout? Was
We were
that
kind of probably take the long way around,
Yeah.
just to kind of just delay
scenic,
things.
It's our delivery route.
Right, sure. So this Diamond Place, I'm going to say it was kind of on the north end of Bellevue, sort of a little nearer to Redmond than not.
Okay.
So kind of a nice area, but not super nice, you know.
Yeah.
So you're kind of on the boundaries of Redmond right now at this moment, and yeah. So you pull up outside of 8-story office block, and there's 3 knight errant vehicles
Okay.
that have responded.
3 vehicles?
So you're able to see this.
It was
So
all cars notified, so.
yeah, so you're able to see this because I mean I can. We have cameras on them basically, so you all can see these in your little.
Oh, and
If you don't turn it off.
If you don't turn it off, that's fine.
yeah, because there is AR, altered reality. Yeah.
Yep.
So you all have
Augmented reality?
little augmented. Thank you. Augmented reality. Little Google Glass style
Right.
displays that you can pull up. You know.
Okay.
But speaking of that, we were actually going to do a quick cyberware review, right?
Yeah,
So
who has what?
so
Oh, yeah, right.
Ken's got cyber eyes.
Cyber eyes. Yep.
What do
that
those
it?
do?
That's it.
Yeah, that's the only cyberware I have.
I was
Okay.
imagining like a really amazing trigger finger or something.
Yeah.
No, it's a really nice gun.
So what do the cyber eyes do for you?
So I ignore vision modifiers and I re-roll 1 die on ranged attacks.
What did they do with your eyes once they scooped them out?
Yeah.
Sell them.
Mm-hmm.
For what if you can buy cyber eyes?
Well, there's some
Other people
Bioware
need
companies.
real
too.
eyes.
Okay, just
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah, people who like mages who get their eyes gouged out, they can't get cyber eyes, otherwise they lose essence. So
fair.
Oh.
Just checking.
And do your cyber eyes? Did you get the realistic model, or did you get like fancy ones with chrome or some other shit?
they are not fancy, no. Yeah, they're
Are
just.
they your original eye color? Or did you go for something a little different?
Do they change colors?
I think I just like pointed at something on a shelf and was just like, that's probably my eye color, sure. And it was probably something completely different. I used to have like blue eyes and now they're like,
Black.
yeah.
That's weird.
One of them's a happy face.
Oh.
Oh my god, and one is a sad face, and so
Oh
you
my
will like
God.
close one eye at a time to indicate to people.
No,
I don't think he even wants to talk.
I don't think I would have gone for that because I think that would have costed more. So this is just like
Also, really easy to identify you
Yeah.
in a
This is-
lineup.
this
I'm
is the
imagining
no
they were
color.
like the dark, like the discount, like nobody wanted this color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm picturing 2 jack-o'-lanterns. I don't know. Okay. Do you have,
You went to Sears for your cyber eyes.
Can I hack into cyber eyes? Can I hack into cyberware?
You can try.
Wait,
Yeah.
is it Sears like SEE-ERS? Sears?
Oh my god.
No.
It is now.
Oh man. Can we get a karma point for that?
No.
Hey, puns are always
But
excellent.
I like that.
I really
better.
like the idea of you hacking Ken's eyes, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right. Hack your sniper's eyes.
It's making it better.
Not while you're sniping.
Maybe you're doing a
Well,
shit job.
you could see through his eye. I mean, like it wouldn't like make you blind. I mean, she would just be seeing what
Plus,
you
I
see.
might be able to enhance it too.
Or she could put
Help
up
your
a
vision.
cute image of something fun.
Yeah.
Just gonna get pop-ups. That's all I'm thinking now.
All
I
right,
don't think it works that
so
way.
Could you get paid for displaying advertisements?
I would pay to not
Oh,
have
yeah.
to
I think you
display.
actually have to pay extra to cut yourself off from the
Yeah,
advertisements. I may have
pretty
done
much.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a new business card for your business. Croynock.
God, dismiss.
Trying to snipe here.
Blinking.
There was actually a thing in the AI background in whatever data trails or whatever that supplement's called, where it said that AIs will sometimes like if they lose their host, they'll go find another host, but they need to get permission to be on that host. So they'll just create a nuisance pop-up that the person will just like click away, but they're actually giving the AI permission to be on the host. You know?
That's so adorable.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, okay, right.
Anyway.
Why is my computer running so slow?
Cyber enhancements.
Yeah, said no.
Sedna's
Um,
all magic, right?
Yes. Magic.
Cyber
Do my
freeze
goggles,
the-
my vision magnification goggles count?
Well, I mean,
Not as
No,
cyberware.
it adds to your appearance.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. They're covered in rhinestones. by the way.
Oh.
Of course they are.
Do orcs also have the thermographic vision?
I believe they do. I'll confirm that
And I
really
was gonna
quick
ask,
here.
elves
but
have low light vision. Right?
elves have low light. Trolls have thermographic.
That's cool. Like infrared?
But, yeah. So and then of course, obviously, Soder also is all flesh.
Not to mention the fact Minotaurs as a species have a natural aversion to anything cybernetic because it's implying that we weren't perfect enough as it was to begin with.
Damn.
It even had a thing in there like if they absolutely have to because they were injured, they will only settle for the most toyed up like extension or replacement they
really?
can possibly get. Because if they're gonna have a replacement, it'd absolutely, unquestionably be better than they were originally.
Wow.
Interesting.
Oh yes.
That's great.
That is really
No,
cool.
it's definitely a lot of pride there.
Yep.
Ah, the ego.
And cat.
Cat is, as opposed to cyberware, as a person in this day and age could get. I mean,
Okay.
not from like a judgmental
Oh, like a
standpoint,
minotaur.
but like
That
kind
is
of.
wise of you.
But it's a lot more personal for her when the surge happened and she became changeling. That amount of body modification was so like traumatizing for her as a 17-year-old that she is not that invested in like further modding anything.
That makes sense.
Plus the whole sim addiction thing.
Right. Okay.
That's crazy though. We're a mostly non-modded group.
Yeah.
I don't know. All mod potential.
Well, she makes up for everyone else. That's
Right.
true.
Yeah, she's
It's true.
entirely.
Can you record shit with your eyes?
That's
Like a little video camera?
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
guess,
cool.
if I wanted to.
That's the only thing about cyber eyes I think would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you
I don't have a camera. Oh wait. Done.
So orcs have low light vision. Not
Oh, okay. So low light,
Mhm.
thermo.
Thermo. Yeah.
So we pulled over.
All right. So there's the 3 knight errant vehicles
And they're
behind you.
And is anyone approaching our vehicle?
Well, so basically, they have parked in sort of echelon formation, so they're sort of blocking the street.
Right.
And the 2 rear vehicles, the doors open, and the occupants get out, but they're covering your van with their firearms.
Right.
Yep.
You know.
Go.
Yeah.
Is it 2 officers per car?
Yes.
Or-
So 6.
6 officers.
Can we
total.
see through the walls of our van? Like, does it have that kind of where like there's cyber sensors, so like it can actually project the exterior space into on like a screen on the interior of the.
I would say that that's not unreasonable, but again, you'd have to put some karma into it to
Okay.
put some karma into your
To
car.
pimp your
All,
van.
all you can see
Pimp your van.
probably is that there's, in terms of what I can project, so there would be some ability to detect outside of the vehicle how many there are there, how many officers there are,
And whatever you can
and
peek out of
whatever you
out of our
can peek
little
out
holes.
of, and then whatever I'm able to see through through the droid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So we have a decent picture of what's going on anyway.
I mean, you're not clueless.
yeah,
For sure.
What's the distance, by the way, of the van from?
The closest vehicle to you is about 10 yards away,
Okay.
and then each one's another 5 yards or so.
okay.
Okay.
So they're approaching our vehicle.
Right. So on a loudspeaker, one of the officers, and then also in the little video pop up, is saying, driver, please exit the vehicle with your hands in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at Sotar and say, "I'll be right back."
I mean, you could still try the Croynet thing.
I don't know. I'll provide some backup if she looks like she's slipping.
Okay, so I walk out. Of
All
the
right.
vehicle.
So the door opens. Describe what steps out.
Describe what steps out is it looks like a female, robot droid kind of look, but looks very realistic. And
I can tell you're not human because you're too clean.
exactly.
I mean, like what? How are you dressed? Hair
yeah.
length?
So dress I think would just be just like a white blouse with a black skirt, black high heels. And just a I'm trying to think of like hair. I guess I put no thought into this.
You're all in the mind, baby.
I was I don't put that much thought into my outward appearance in this droid body.
Yeah.
So
Have you ever looked at yourself? Maybe you've never looked at yourself.
no,
Yeah. But it's an off the rack look.
it is
right?
an off the rack look. So it's just a standard like brunette hair, dark brown hair, shoulder length, maybe tied halfway up.
Mm-hmm.
Just very conservative looking.
Yeah.
Just business.
Yeah.
You guys haven't put me into any other different type of clothes.
I'm gonna dye your hair when we get back.
I was gonna ask, so can you change your hair color if you
I
want
can't
to?
change
No? Okay.
it. No. I mean, this is how the
Now that she's
droid.
sentient, she has a choice. She's not a Barbie.
That's right.
Are you? That's what you said. Are you wearing?
I could just leave the
clothes-
droid and never come back. But yes.
Bye.
Yeah.
Are you wearing clothes that are like actual clothes, or are they made out of? So
They're
like
clothes.
normal.
They're like normal fabric clothes. Yeah. So I walk out of the vehicle with my hands up.
All right. Are you smiling or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
Hi.
you're an
Yeah,
off the
hi, how
rack.
can I help you?
You're an off the rack Ares Pygmalion, so
Yes.
there's a reasonable chance they would recognize that.
Yes.
Okay.
And everyone knows those don't steal things.
All right. So do you have charisma?
I do. I have a 3.
Okay. And what would you use skill wise? I mean.
Well, it would be knowledge, protocol, and life coaching.
All right. So normally knowledge skills aren't part of a pool. However, I would say I would give you like a bonus die.
Well, I also have biofeedback. So biofeedback allows me to.
Oh, as a feature.
No, biofeedback is a
Oh, sorry.
amp.
Oh, it's an amp.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And what does that do?
Biofeedback allows me to.
It allows you to know how to interact, right?
Yeah, to interact with humans, and
Can you pick up on
I
that?
I gotta highlight my actual skills in here at some point, but
Dave, your highlighters.
can't do it right now. But maybe I will use it once I'm done with this roll. Thank you.
What
Biofeedback.
is it? Quality?
It's a shadow amp.
What do with my list of shadow apps? Here we go.
Oh wait, I think
No, that's not it.
it's good that they're all alphabetical, but
Oh wait.
Oh, there it is. It's under Matrix Amps.
Matrix amps.
Oh, it's a matrix amp.
Oh,
okay,
cyber
so
combat. No, sorry. No,
not-
wait. I thought that by. Oh, that's right. I just put it all into there. But I can deal cyber combat damage to my opponent's physical or matrix condition monitors.
That would be
So
handy.
if you're in matrix combat,
no, it's a physical or
Right.
matrix.
but it's saying if you're in matrix combat, you can deal physical damage to the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would I be able to hack into their? Because they have their they have their own biofeedback probably stuff on in their uniforms.
Well, what are you trying to do?
I would just like to disable them in some way. Disable their ability to walk forward or to move forward or to.
No, biofeedback is more like where.
Well, no, I'm just using biofeedback as a general term.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I want to modify their ability to perceive us.
That would tend to be more something in the shaman's department over here. But
I say selling them donuts. Have we
I think
tried
it's
that
just
already?
2 things, but they asked me to come out with my hands up. That's why.
right. In
So-
terms of them perceiving you, I mean, like if they all see, here's the deal: if it was one person and that person had like say cyber eyes or whatever, you could try and hack that and disable the eyes, maybe. You
So
know.
what's the point of having knowledge in your skills if you can't use it as in your dice pool?
Excellent question. I'll have to look into that.
All right. Well, anyway, I only have a 3 in charisma and I have a 2 in hacking. So I was wondering if I could hack into their into the whatever comm they have, and just kind
You
of.
could try that.
That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, but what are you trying to do by hacking into their comms?
Just confuse them.
You could
Okay.
blast like a super loud,
Yeah,
high frequency
Exactly.
noise that,
Like something to really just bother them, irritate them, or distract them.
There are frequencies that do bad physical things to people,
Right.
like
Yeah,
the brown
sure.
note.
Sure,
Wait,
sure.
so you said the closest one is 10 meters away?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how close are they to each other?
About 5 meters apart.
Okay.
You could try to take control of their cars.
That's another thing I was thinking of too.
Mm-hmm.
Run them over with their cars and play a frequency that makes them poo their pants. They will be so embarrassed.
Right.
They
Well, I
will
was gonna
leave
say,
immediately.
if you say hacked into their cars, I could cast Stun Bolt, which
Yeah.
could render them useless.
Yes, I think that's a cool idea. I was thinking maybe I could just turn off the lights in their vehicles. Like suddenly their cars are just stopped.
Okay.
Like they're not running anymore.
Okay. Trying to hack into 3 vehicles at once would be significantly more difficult.
Right. So can I use what can I use to bump that up?
Well, you could spend a point of edge to give yourself a
I don't have
hit.
any more edge.
That's right.
So I
So
used it on something completely useless.
It only ended up being used.
Yeah.
you could spend a plot point to live dangerously and roll a glitch die. And if you rolled a 5 or 6, I would say that you could then.
Okay, let's do
Wait,
it.
what about
Let's do it.
What about
Okay.
double time it, which is spending a plot point to let you do 2 movements? Could that count as doing 2 vehicles?
That's a good question.
Because they move.
right. That would be for when she starts to make the vehicles move. If she wanted to make more than one car move at a time.
So the glitch dice is included in the number, it's not adding. So I
Right.
have 7 dice total, it's going to be part of the 7.
No,
it's a
separate
separate die
dice.
you
Alright,
also
there we
roll.
go. Got
Okay.
it.
It's one of another color. I'm gonna wink at you through the window. I know you got this.
Thanks, so. Oh, okay, well, it did not make that. Okay, so 1,
At least it's not a 1.
Yeah.
1.
You got 1 success?
Yeah.
All right.
1 hit.
And what number's on the glitch?
4.
Okay.
So close. So
I'm very new at all of this.
Do you have any other dice?
I can read those, fine.
No.
They're just rolling badly.
They are, but
Just doesn't
I haven't used these very much. This is their first time,
Hello.
yeah.
Oh,
so.
jeez.
Oh dear.
Hello,
Hello.
governor.
Guess it's time
Alright.
to fight. The one time you roll well. Jesus.
Yeah, so this is Knight Errant. Their security is on lockdown, and in fact, as soon as you project your consciousness onto the Matrix, you can see the little glowing nodes for each of their cars, and then their little glowing nodes for each of their comm links, and there's like little Oni-style Japanese demon faces like over every single one. You know.
Shit.
So it's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just standing there.
all right, so they're starting to move in. Soder, what do you want to do?
Donuts.
Wait, can we look at the van again?
Yeah.
The picture.
Oh, the picture of the van.
Yeah.
Sure.
I want to see if there's a moon roof or something.
Well, it's kind of at an odd angle for that, but
Couldn't we
yeah,
just say
that
it
could
as
be,
a moon roof?
That could be a moon roof.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
It could be like one of those like garage style like retractable roofs.
I'll buy it.
Or even maybe it's an actual like RV style hatch that we just like
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
I thought you said Arby's style. I was
RV,
like, what?
RV. Recreational
It's made of
vehicle.
meat.
It's a meat van.
Alright.
All right. So Sedna's eyeing the moon roof.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
Can I open it right now? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll get out and be like, Opal, is there a problem?
Okay. So you're coming around the front.
Officers.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm sorry, officers. Is my droid not complying adequately?
So they were starting to move in. They've got their weapons at the half ready, stance. And as soon as they see this big fuck off minotaur walk around, they're like, whoa! They actually pull their guns all the way up. And they're like, stop right there, sir. Do not advance any further.
And again, like, I'm sorry, officers. Is my droid not complying adequately with your commands?
Sir, put your hands behind your head and down on your knees immediately.
Wait, are they just not responding to anything Soder
Guys,
says?
there's so much racism in this.
Right, exactly.
much
So that's why. I think it's
stop
time
and
to
frisk,
fight.
man.
Yeah, it's go time.
right.
It's go time.
This is the moment where I'm like, okay, no, I totally understand. We're just on a delivery, officers, and then I can maybe do a stun bolt.
Oh, good.
Absolutely.
Oh wait.
Yes.
I think I need to spend a point. Do we have a word for attack?
Oh, like the
A
go
secret word? Yeah.
Like it, yeah.
Oh.
Seriously.
Like double dipped croy nuts or something?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to try our double dipped
Double dip it! Double dip!
Yeah, I think double dip.
No,
would
but
be
she
good.
could be like, would you guys like to try our double dipped croy nuts? We're all just like, it's go time!
Yes. Okay, let's let that be that. No. Oh man.
No, okay. Well, something's happening here
Yes.
with before
I want
we
to
do
be
that.
sure though.
But you're all seeing what we're seeing, so I mean, you're gonna do it. Whatever you
I was
think.
gonna say, I don't think it's necessary.
No.
We all have
But we-
comlinks.
You all know
But
what
we
you're
might
gonna
need
do.
a go word as like a general when we're not all right in the same spot.
But you're seeing everything I'm seeing. Like all the comm is being broadcast through your little
no,
set.
that's true. I'm just saying in general.
But then we can
might need
actually
a
like
go word.
synchronize the first strike rather
Yeah.
than just wait for someone
To just,
shoot
like, ask.
first
Yeah,
and then us
yeah.
have that delay.
I
Like double dip in
go
3.
word.
I'll let the
Yeah.
shooters figure it out because I don't.
Maybe something with one.
Yeah, like one word
Syllable.
because
I think that's
stupid.
I think it's great if Soder like in character thinks that's the stupidest.
Yeah. This is a
This is
conversation
stupid.
that was had.
Yeah,
Like, should
yeah.
we have a code word?
You're like arguing in your
This is
flat,
the
you know, like,
flashback.
double
Yeah.
dip, I tell you.
It's like-
This is the flashback.
This is
You're
the
quite right,
flashback.
actually.
But it needs to be something that like you could work into a conversation so they don't know it's a goer.
It
can't
is.
just
It
be, like,
is.
charged.
However, I feel like it shouldn't be donut related because then I think it makes it too obvious.
Yeah.
It's not obviously the donut van.
But I'm saying
It's
like
weird.
donut shop is our hideout, donut
Yeah.
van all the time, donut code word. Like it's
You're
Yeah,
creating
it's
a
too
trail.
much.
there's
Yeah.
a trail, a
Yeah.
literal donut crumb trail.
What if the word is just like a location? Like, we say we were making a delivery to X location, and that's our go word.
Oh yeah, with like a location that
Something
doesn't
like
really exist.
that might, yeah.
So we were just making a delivery to Redmond's house or something, and then that's how we
Or,
know.
well, no, you just say like a district. Like, hey, our go word if we're being faced by someone
But then
is,
what if we're
like,
actually going
What if
to
we're
a district?
That's what I'm saying. It has to be a
Just
made-up
make the sound of
place.
a dying giraffe.
Tony, well,
Everyone
I think
knows.
this is a conversation. We can have it at a different spot time.
No, this is the
No, this is the
flashback. This is the flashback.
Yeah.
So you're all back in your dingy little bolt
just
hole.
to be fair, Opal is realigning during this conversation.
Of course,
so.
yes. DIs have to spend 3 hours every 24-hour cycle realigning their and defragging. And, yeah.
So I'm not gonna
So are you and Ken on the same schedule then? We just have programmers every day. If you
I don't
guys
think
are
so.
I'm
not-
not
That
on the
would be
same
really
schedule because I'm
considerate,
not beetling right now.
Right, no.
No, this is in the flashback. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm realigning. You guys, you shooters should
We're
figure
all
it out.
in your beetle with you having this conversation. That's the flashback.
We're sitting at a coffee house arguing
Yeah.
Oh, that would be. Oh, I love it.
over you at the counter. It's the only way we can get you to engage.
And your beetle boss
So
is
would
yelling
like
at you.
participate in this conversation, yeah.
How
Yeah.
about meow meow?
No, because every time we go to the meow meow beam, then that's gonna be real fucking
No, it
confusing.
should be something. It should be something really random.
It has to be something that can come up in something that's like you're talking to the cops, something you can say that doesn't seem totally like
That any of us could hypothetically say.
right,
In
so
any
that they
situation.
don't know it's a code word.
Mhm.
So it has to be something really generic.
Really, I'm thinking
Violet?
something fast.
Like a flower? Like we'd never talk about flowers.
No, we've never seen flowers.
No,
No.
That's true.
We could say this
There's
is all
nothing
happening
left.
so quickly. That could be our like. This is all happening so quickly. And then everyone's like, boom!
So I also have to take like a British accent while I do that.
Oh, this is all happening so quickly.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't want to be stalled. I would really love to see how this plays out. I
We
want to talk
will.
about this for the next 15
Trust me,
minutes.
it's going to go down fast.
Code word is
All right.
It's going to go down fast.
Crumpets. I like crumpets.
Crumpets are tasty, but I don't know if it's the best.
We're
code
thinking
word.
about adding crumpets to the menu.
Go.
I'm just thinking something like, even just something like, super sarcastic, loaded, like we're always happy to comply or something like that.
I'm fine with it. We're always happy to comply because none of us would ever say that besides maybe Opal.
But then
Okay.
what? You just ignore Opal. She
Okay,
says
let's make it 3 words. Happy to comply.
Or
Huh?
something. Yeah.
I'm okay
No,
with that.
I think that's good.
I would say bringing up dragons might be good. Or would that?
How does that
That's-
come up normally in
That's a little
conversation?
bit of a
Dragons
linguistic
exist.
stretch.
All right.
Also,
well,
it sounds like we could also get into racism territory,
That's
and
true.
I'm not comfortable with
it's
that.
like, what do you think I am, a dragon? And then whatever.
No.
I'm
I'm
just,
definitely
it's not like.
comfortable with
If
that.
you were a dragon, they wouldn't be pointing guns at you.
That's
No, also
true.
that.
Because what is it with dragon people in this universe? They're like overlords of some gang or something. What are the dragons?
Oh no, they're just actual dragons,
Yes.
and a lot of them are CEOs.
And they will ruin your day.
Mhm.
So we can pick happy to comply until we think of something else.
Yeah, we'll say that's it until we figure out a better one.
It's like bleeped out.
Right, like in Kill
'Cause
Bill.
I'm like, maybe something like
That actually
funny.
sounds great.
Yeah, it's a bleep statement that's just so long as we know what's happening.
Yeah, I almost want to keep it that way indefinitely.
I kind of like that idea.
Yeah.
I'll just say
Bleep.
bleep. Just bleep. We literally just bleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, hand over 2 plot points, please.
Okay.
Thanks, Renee.
All right.
Is that 2 that you handed over or just 1? 2. Okay, cool.
Oh, for the flashback?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Do you want to keep one and I'll do one too?
Can you split expenditure for flashbacks?
I mean, that would be more of a montage, but you know, I'm not one to split hairs. If you want.
Yeah, here, let's share it.
There's one back.
Especially because I'm the one who like dragged this out. Like, no!
You're crying out.
It's too many, it's too much.
I might call the episode double dipped. Just anyway.
It's fair.
Double dipped bleeps.
We are professional
Yeah, or
operation,
just call it bleep.
and you are just leaving a trail.
It's fine, it's fair. It's not a bad point.
All right, so back to
So
back to this moment.
Happy to comply.
The rain is coming down,
Oh,
not as hard as it was before, just in kind of a steady patter. All these little searchlights are trained on the two of you, lighting up the side of the van. The little moon roof starts to ease
I
up
thought
a
it would
bit.
slide.
Oh, slides back a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we want it to be incognito.
Sure.
This is a stealth operation.
And as Soder is seeming to comply,
Okay. I don't know if I roll.
Oh,
Okay.
did you say the magic word, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
She did the bleed.
2 frag grenades or 3 start flying out of the top of the van.
Jesus.
all right. Do you want to spend a plot point to do that before Soder gets a chance to get his spell off?
Oh, no?
Okay. So Soder goes first.
Okay.
All right. So you want it? What is it called? Stun bolt.
Stun bolt,
Oh, fun.
which is a shadow amp, so I'm assuming willpower conjuring stun bolt.
Yeah, sounds right to me.
Okay.
What's your willpower?
5. I am bullheaded.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
True.
So what does he do? Does he like wiggle his fingers or?
I'm thinking like conjuring like literal like energy manifesting out of like thin air.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And a bolt.
Ooh.
No. Do. That is 4 successes.
Yay.
Nice. Defense equals S
Do
plus
I want
W.
it to be
What's
more
S?
though?
Strength.
Strength.
Oh, yeah.
Plus willpower.
Because in the other Shadowrun is body, so I was like,
There's a lot
Yeah.
of them though.
Yeah.
So what if I spend a plot point to, or an edge point to make my 4s into successes? I have
yep.
6 successes.
You would have had to spend that before you rolled.
Right, so you could spend an edge to re-roll your misses.
Oh, I forgot which order that went in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
worries.
just try it. Let's spend an edge point. Okay, so that is still 6 successes.
Yes.
Yay.
All right. 6 successes, you say.
Very, very
6, I
good.
say.
My goodness, I
Haha.
I mean, there are 6 of them.
Yep.
say. Okay, let's see here.
I'm successful for every single one of them.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let me roll these guys' strength plus willpower. Mm-hmm.
Do you have to roll an each
I'm
individual?
not gonna say that their willpower is probably super low. I imagine to be down like that.
Only 2 for me. So you beat him by 4.
Yes.
All of them, or she beats 4 of them?
Are you trying to hit more than one? Are you trying to hit them all?
I'm probably gonna do like a first wave because if they're like,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
you know,
Staggered.
Staggered.
Right.
Let's get the guys who are closest to us.
Okay.
Because frag grenades can go awfully far, especially when thrown by an orc.
True.
Fair.
Yes.
With the bling bling rhinestones.
All right.
Are your eyebrows
And the eyebrows.
made of rhinestones?
No, only on special occasions. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep a dazzler.
All right. So I'll give you an option then. In terms of you've got 8 stun damage on this bad boy, plus armor avoidance.
Ooh.
Mhm. Now, normally you add your successes to the damage, so that would be 12 stun. If you want, you can divide that up. Right, so 12 stun all to 1 dude, or 6 stun to 2, or 3 stun to 4, whatever you want to do.
Let's go ahead, since there's only 6 of them,
Uh-huh.
and like I said, it sounded like there's 2 coming out of the car that's closest to us. If they're 10 yards away, the people who are in the back are like, you know,
50 feet at least.
Yeah, 50,
right?
A ways,
so
yeah.
if I stun bolt these guys, it'll at the very least
first
like knock these guys off kilter,
Mhm.
and then I can snatch Opal and pull her into the van.
Okay, so
Or,
you
you
want
know.
to put 6 on each.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do that.
Sure.
Nice.
All right. So yeah. Did Renee ask what that looks like? Did you explain?
Yeah.
what that
Oh,
looks like?
literally
Yeah.
conjuring energy out of the air, almost like a bolt of lightning, and then
All right.
ooh, almost like those like really crazy sound weapons they have now,
Mhm.
where it just makes the air look super distorted.
I like that.
Cool. All right. So yeah, that's great. So the ripples spread out from your fingers and hit the 2 guys in the front, and they both stagger backwards. Just trying to get their stun levels here, but I'll keep talking while I do that. So Opal, what are you doing now?
I'm just sort of just observing everything, really. I'm not. I mean, I could make a run for the vehicle, but that would just make it more complicated.
Right,
so
right.
I'm just sort of amazed.
So, do you still have your hands up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's
So
great.
yeah, I'm just still waiting.
Next action, I can like tag you.
Yeah, pull me back into the car and I'll
Yeah.
run.
All right, so that takes us to Sedna, who's going to throw her grenades. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so that would, of course, be agility and, I don't know, firearms?
No, I think there's got to be
I think-
Is there a
I
throwing?
think there is a throwing.
There's got to be a
weapons.
throwing skill.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Let's just, again, have to make a mental note to get the skill list printed out so I can reference it easily. Okay, there is projectile weapons, which includes throwing weapons. Okay, does Sedna have...
But they're grenades. Grenades have their own.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're fourth.
Heavy weapons? No.
No, I'm looking at the skills, not
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
the gear.
It's projectile weapons. Is the
Projectile
word.
weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, so does Sedna have any skill in projectile weapons?
No.
Okay.
I have close combat. Does that? Nope.
No,
Okay.
Exactly. But it would just be an agility roll then.
Okay.
And you can spend an edge to hit on a 4, 5, or 6 if you want.
You want
Okay.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
I will do that.
Are
Okay.
these stun grenades or are they explosive grenades?
These are frag grenades.
She's not a stunner.
No.
I mean,
Well,
she is a stun.
Oh, of course. I mean, yeah.
They may explode in unusual
eyebrows.
colors,
Yeah.
but they're still
Oh my
fragmented.
god, they're like fireworks grenades, like little color blasts go off.
Right.
right.
You mix the chemicals yourself.
Bling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. While I'm brushing my teeth, I sort of do that.
Do you have any shadow amps from your adeptitude that would add to your pool?
It looks like I didn't finish them.
Oh, really?
For our last. Well, they're supposed to add up to 12, right?
8.
No.
Eight.
Okay, so I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. Yeah. So maybe.
So
I
you
did
did
the math
7
wrong.
and then you did a point into edge, right?
Oh yeah, so you should have 2 edge.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. 1 is free.
Yeah, the base edge is 1, and then if you have unspent shadow amps, it's +1.
Okay.
Okay. So do you have any that would add to your pool in this particular case?
I have. Oh, look at that. Plus 1,
Attribute.
2.
Yeah, plus so you get +1 die to any agility test that you make.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then this is +1 to attack, my improved reflexes, and this is mystic armor. Ignore first. Point of armor damage?
Yeah, let me check the shadow amps to see if improved reflex specifies the attack that you make.
Improved reflex. +1 attack. And 1 plot point per scene.
An extra attack, and you also get a
Or-
plot point.
Yeah.
So you get to make 2 attacks. It doesn't give you extra
right.
dice to attack. It lets you make an extra additional attack,
Okay.
which would
Yeah.
probably account for the multiple grenades being thrown.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, you get a plot point for this combat. So.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So, for instance, if you want to use that plot point to do re-rolls after, it's
No,
like
no. Plot point is if she wants to
Oh,
one of these things.
add a
is-
glitch die,
or
heal herself,
Yeah.
defend an ally, attack an NPC that just attacked you.
take another turn out of sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jam them up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So 5 agility then.
Yes.
All right. And I have that edge that's going to
Yes.
4 and up.
count.
4, 5, 6.
Wow.
Do you want to spend your second
spend a
edge
second
to
edge.
re-roll everything that wasn't a success?
Yeah.
I think
you
I'll
got-
have to,
you got
right?
one
'Cause-
success.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
My dice are just as bad as yours.
So
Okay.
3 successes.
All right.
Better.
Better.
But that's only 1 grenade.
That's right.
Ah, yes.
That is the first grenade.
Okay.
So then you have a second grenade coming out.
Okay. Does the edge count for this one also?
No.
No.
Okay. Just checking. Whoa!
You got 3 successes anyway on this one too?
Yes.
Nice.
So
3 on both. On each.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 successes on each, and so basically, Soder and Opal, you both see like these 2 orbs
Yeah.
arcing out of the van. Where were you aiming them?
Toward the back, because I
Yes.
would assume that you guys are all going to shoot the guys closest. So
Well,
I'm going to.
Lob them as far as you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Fair
there's
enough.
two vans in the back.
Okay. So, let's see here. I'm just checking.
How
the
precise can I be?
here.
Can I aim at their engine?
With 3 successes, you could throw it right into the car if you wanted
Nice.
to.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you trying more to get the guys or get their vehicles?
I kind of want their vehicles to blow up and maybe knock
So
them
you
out.
could-
I mean, they're close enough; they'll be injured by that.
Right.
Yeah, you can get
probably,
into 2 of
and
the
then
vehicles.
they can't follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, into or under.
Yeah.
Are they? What kind of vehicles are they? Gas powered?
Squad cars.
I mean-
they're probably combo electric and biofuel.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
And so,
fairly
is
hefty.
it explosive?
They're kind of like little mini SUV size.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
4-wheel
Fryo is
drive.
flammable.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And definitely fuck with their alignment if you detonate a grenade on it.
Yes, indeed. So, so you're more aiming at the vehicle. So, I'm going to say with those 3 successes and the grenades and all the damage they do, they both go off in very satisfying fashion.
Yay.
You know, just a big blossom of flame coming up in the rain. You know,
Oh, cool.
and you know.
I'm going to avert my eyes to maintain my thermovision.
Yeah. Wow. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's very hot.
But yeah, blowing out the windows. You know, one actually gets tipped over onto its side.
Wow,
You
cool.
know, and then the other one, the tires all go out. You know, I mean, they're disabled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Great. So
Did I
Ken.
hit any of them? Did it hurt the guys?
Oh yeah, I mean they scattered too. I mean
Okay.
as soon as they saw us, it was grenades, you know, and it was like, so it's completely disrupted them. The 2 guys in the front who got stunned are kind of looking around, and then they start like sort of stumbling away, like, "Ugh," you know. So
Super.
all right, so Ken.
Okay. Can I kick open one of the back doors and take a shot?
Sure.
All right. So since the only people probably still who aren't scattering are the ones furthest back.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll take a shot at one of them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So.
So let's see here. You're going to be opposed by moi. Agility plus logic is my defense.
All right. So I've got agility plus my firearms rifles.
Can I figure out who's pointing a gun at me? Can I
Yeah.
dodge it?
Exactly.
Plus
Pretty much.
my shadow amp. Okay, cool. And I'm going to spend a point of edge.
Okay. So 4, 5s, and 6s.
Oh my god.
12 dice.
Wow.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, so
Cool.
I see.
Yes. Wow.
All right, so I have 7 successes.
So
Nice.
his head is like scanner style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see here. All right.
job.
7
Yeah.
success. So how much damage total is that? Add 7 to your gun damage, and what do you get?
15.
All right.
Oh,
15
Yes.
physical, yeah.
I have a question when he's done.
Okay. He's got 12 armor,
Okay.
so that's going to blow through all of his armor and do 3 damage to his physical.
Oh.
Yes.
Is that Ken all done?
Yep, that's, I do like 1 shot and then I'm basically done.
Okay. I realized one of my qualities, I did use it. It is combat junkie, which means I have to spend a plot point to try and avoid having violence be the first answer. And I did try to talk to them, but
Yeah.
I have to spend a
Wow.
plot point
Okay.
to avoid violence.
Man.
Nice.
Wait,
Thank you.
even if. Oh.
No, it's my negative quality because we don't have to take a
Right,
bad one.
violence is your natural thing, and so if you want to talk to them first, then
No.
you have to spend it.
It's
So yeah, you took combat junkie to represent your violent past that
Yeah.
you're trying to overcome.
Yeah.
Got it.
So choosing to talk to them means you have to spend a plot point, because
Yeah.
otherwise you just be like,
well,
"Thank you."
also trying to convince all of you
Yeah.
Oh.
that
Right.
violence is not the answer.
Makes
Awesome.
sense.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, all is chaos as the grenades are going off, shots are being fired. Kat, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go attack people.
Uh huh.
So, how many people am I allowed to attack at the same time?
Normally 1. If you have some kind of boost like what Sedna has, it gives you +1 attack. You can do that. Of
If
course.
I have the whip and 2 people are within 6 feet of each other, can I swing it to hit both of
If
them?
you live dangerously and roll a glitch die and get a 5 or 6, I would say yes.
Okay. So I have electrochromic clothing,
Mm-hmm.
which means I can make it take on whatever appearance or pattern or visual I like.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make it look like rain. So I won't look like anything. I'll just
Sure,
look like
right.
I'll be like a blur.
Right.
So I'm gonna jump out and I'm gonna have that on and I'm gonna be all beep beep beep. And I'm going to. So really, it's a damage thing, right? Because the vibro whip does 12 points, whereas the wakizashis each do strength and half +3. So I should just go for what does more damage, right?
In this situation, I would
I think
advise
so.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I can.
And who are you running towards?
Whatever's closest.
Okay, so you're moving to the
who looks the most lethal or in command?
The ones further back.
Yeah. I mean, one of them just got tagged by Ken. 2 of them were stunned.
Mhm.
2 more were basically stunned by the grenades.
Mhm.
So there's maybe like 1 guy who's still kind of
Okay.
with
But
it.
if I can get behind him with both my blades, basically he's dead, right? I mean,
In terms of what?
in terms of attacking and damage.
Oh, you want to move around and then come up behind him?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I mean, you'd have to spend a plot point to take your double move, double time it to get because he's a ways back. Are you talking about the guy who actually-
So if I just come at him from the front, it's a regular move.
Yeah.
I mean, well, either way it should be. I mean, if he can't see me and I go for his throat, I feel like he's gonna be dead either way, right?
It's okay, puppy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Essentially, it's based on your rolls. I mean, I really can't tell you one way or the other.
Right.
Yeah.
She looks
Yeah.
guilty.
I did 15 damage to a guy and he's not dead.
That's fair. Okay, I tell you what. Can I have the 1 wakizashi and my whip, right? Because since I have ambidextrous anyway.
Okay. Oh, you took that as a quality.
I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, then I get to roll 13 dice.
Wow.
That's
All right.
Nice.
So I'm
I'm
gonna.
always the goddamn tank. 8, 10, 12, 13.
Do you
So
want
yes,
to spend
I'm-
edge to make a hit on a 4, 5, or 6?
Nah.
Okay.
So I'm all invisibly and I'm all like.
Mm-hmm.
Do I add athletics or stealth to that, by the way? Okay. 9, 10, 11, yeah. A bunch. Five.
5. Okay. Let me roll his logic plus agility.
I
see 3. Yep, that's 3.
So he's fucked.
Yep.
Hooray!
All right. So you're using your whip
I am because it does 12p damage.
plus your successes of 3. Or wait, how many? 5?
I had 5 successes.
5. So that's 17. You're attacking the guy who hasn't been hit.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Is that how that works? You add your successes to your damage?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Okay, so yeah, you come in like a wrecking ball and
That's our theme song.
and just start carving the shit out of him with your mono whip.
Wow.
Mono whip carved to death, pieces everywhere.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
Not your stealth ammo, does it?
Yeah, it does because he couldn't see me. All of a sudden,
No,
I just out
but
of
throwing
nowhere.
pieces everywhere.
Yeah.
That's not at all stealthy in terms of killing.
Still, no one can see me, so all anyone sees is just this guy basically like
True,
blown
but
to a
everyone's
bunch
gonna
of
know it's
pieces.
an electro whip.
Yeah, but they don't know what I am, who I am.
They're gonna start noticing a bunch of people electro whipped. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
that's all I'm
Well,
saying.
that's fair, but after I kill him, I retract it and continue like my stuff.
Oh, I just mean your MO, like when people come to mop up the mess.
Oh no, I don't care about people dying in a stealthy way. I care about
Ah.
being stealthy to get to it.
Okay, alright. I didn't know if it was like a life motto.
No, this is not Black Ops. I'm stealthy up until the point I get to them, then it's blood and guts everywhere.
All right, so I'm up, and I'm going to spend a plot point to introduce a surprise threat.
Yay!
But this is an example of how I, as the GM, can use plot points to benefit you guys.
Oh, wait, what?
So
Turned on a dime.
the surprise threat is actually against the knight errant Rent-A-Cops in the form of a gigantic bear.
Yay!
Like an actual physical bear that comes lumbering out of the rain and just starts savaging these guys.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Yeah.
That is a shame.
Gets me going.
So-
So like to see there's some all natural, some like real with your hands.
That's right.
Salt of the earth.
Ripping.
It is.
Kind of mauling.
You didn't like
Suddenly
what
can't
I
believe
did,
this-
but this you like?
You use technical enhancements.
It's a part of my hand at that point. I just
Did
It's
Sedna
technical
fit her head out of the window at the top of the van?
Sure, sure.
Okay, so she's like, "Huh?"
Damn.
everywhere.
Damn, Gina. All right, so. All right, so what's Soder doing?
How close is the bear to us? Like, where is he in relation?
He kind of came rumbling into the middle area there and just was,
Okay.
hitting some of these guys in the middle.
Well, we've got the dudes in the front who are stunned. We're
Mhm.
not exactly, we're noticeable.
Yeah.
So they probably better be taken out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fewer witnesses.
Okay.
Let's knock them.
All right. Another stun bolt, or
Oh no,
you're gonna.
that's just gonna stun him.
Okay. So what are you using?
Some close combat.
All right. You're waiting in there.
I am.
All right.
Let's charge. Oh come on, there's a bear in there. I
Oh, that's
feel
right. You've
a
got
little.
your horns.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. That is. Okay, so it's close combat roll,
Uh-huh.
which is plus agility or
Plus agility.
Okay. Okay.
Like the guy in Resident Evil. He gets caught in the laser net and just turns into pieces.
I was thinking the bloody rain from Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh yeah.
Again with the thing.
I know.
Yeah.
I was also thinking more of the Resident Evil,
Right.
like
You guys brought up like a dolphin
cute.
in this cyberpunk. My brain's been there ever since.
Oh wait.
All right.
Ah.
This is
Oh.
Shadowrun, baby.
Oh my god.
3, 4,
Living on the edge means lots of
6,
dice.
7.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no, my natural weapon is strength and half plus 3.
Yep.
Wow.
well,
Yeah, I got 2. I got 2. So your strength is 6, right? Or
8.
8. So
Wow.
7 plus 7 is 14 damage.
troll strength right there, yeah.
That is some
Or
troll
sorry, Minotaur
strength.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you see. Trollkin
They're a
strength.
type of troll, right?
We are our own people.
Yeah. Little culture.
We're, regionally and racially distinct.
So you don't go to like troll.
Well, actually, it's true in terms of stats and things. Minotaurs do have a different set of base stats than normal trolls do.
Okay, so they are their own thing.
All right, so you just barrel on in there with your head down and just send this guy flying up like a rag doll, basically. Opal.
My hands are still up.
Perfect.
Oh, we'll do something.
Well, what I will do is I'll give you a quote. If
No! Oh, we'll do nothing.
I'm
do
sorry.
nothing.
I'm
So,
sorry.
Kat,
No.
if you are adjusting to responsibility, you are probably confused.
What does that even
if you
fucking
are
If you are adjusting
infuriate?
to responsibility, you're probably confused.
Hey, you're a samurai. You should know about Zen codes.
Can I get plus for infuriated? No, but it doesn't mean anything.
It does to someone.
Yes.
Maybe you're just not thinking
I am
about it long enough.
infuriated.
Empty
My
your
rage
mind.
is on. Can I murder?
Okay, wait. If you're adjusting to responsibility.
You are probably confused.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
All right, and so we'll kind of wrap this up a little narratively. So Sedna, what do you want to do?
Can she fit out of the?
Yeah, sure.
Like her whole torso.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's gonna take Pebbles up and
I was like, we probably didn't approve the fan unless.
yeah, let's like her fit out of the.
Yeah. No, there's
we have that.
yeah, there's probably a little step up that you put your
Yeah.
boot on, just hoist yourself
Yeah.
up, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do that and scan. Are there any?
Oh, there's plenty. It's target-rich environment. Absolutely.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to pick
Who's
another.
left?
Yeah, who's still alive between the
Yeah.
bear and the...
Oh, I mean, there's.
There's still like 3
There's
dudes.
the one guy that I shot that's
Yeah.
still not down. There's the two
You didn't kill.
stunned
You didn't kill the
guys.
guy with the electro whip.
Yeah.
You're still
I
fighting
carved
him.
him into pieces.
No, I think that was added. That
I
was
was added in
embellished.
post.
Did he not
You-
get carved into
Oh,
pieces?
I said you came in like a wrecking ball, but you didn't
Oh,
kill
I
him.
see.
Yeah.
Because they've got armor. So.
Yeah, exactly. You've carved through his armor and you cut him up pretty bad.
Okay.
That's
So,
what you
Your
meant.
next hit's gonna be
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ribbons.
No,
Ribbons.
all of the every single knight errant rent-a-cop has taken some kind of hit, whether it's stun damage or physical damage.
Well, we're
So-
making our mark,
Nice.
aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so rhinestones down.
Rhinestone
That could be
goggles.
that could be a
Bedazzled
cue.
goggles.
Yeah.
I like that.
That could be a cue. That could be a cue.
Yeah, but that
Rhinestones down.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Thank
That means you
you.
get a plot point.
Rhinestones down.
We know those hands are manicured, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
So she gets a point, right?
She does get a point.
Oh, thanks.
All right.
All right. I'm going to aim at one of the guys who's stunned and hasn't been injured otherwise.
Sure. Okay. That'd be the other guy that Soder didn't hit.
Okay.
So.
Great.
All right. So that's agility plus firearms.
All right.
Do you have a specialty in shotgun?
I should.
By all rights, you should.
Let's see.
No, pistols.
You
Why did I
don't.
write pistols?
Change it to shotgun.
Okay.
You probably read it before you found the Enfield.
You're right.
Before you found
This was
Pebbles.
Before you found your one true love.
That's true. Some of those sequencing.
Yes. So you're going to add a die for the specialty then.
Okay. One.
Yep.
2.
Oh, is it 2?
It's 2 dice because you spend 1 skill point to get a
That's
plus
right.
2 in a
That's
specialty.
Right. That's right.
Okay. Because I have 4 for firearms.
Yeah, it'll be 4, so you're gonna roll 6 dice for the shotgun.
Ah, okay.
And then
One,
plus
And
your
then plus
agility,
agility.
5, so you're
Gonna
rolling
need more
11
dice.
9.
4. Okay. Oh, mapping.
6 dice for a shotgun and then 5 for
grab these.
agility.
11.
11. Yeah.
Okay. 5 and 6. Okay.
I see.
Ooh.
Ew.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Specialty, you say?
And let's see. Qualities. Nope. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you got 5 hits on that. Your shotgun does 9 damage, so that's going to be 14 against this poor sap.
Eat pebbles.
Yeah. Eat pebbles.
All right, and your adept reflexes give you a second attack. Do you
Oh, yeah,
want to
that's
put
right.
another round into them?
Sure.
All right.
Fuck
Pump
that
it.
guy up.
Yeah.
Almost
Oh no, it's
feel
an auto
bad.
shotgun with
Oh,
a
that's
drum mag.
right.
Yeah.
It pumps
Almost feel
itself.
bad.
Oh,
That's
it
the
pumps
ad.
itself.
It pumps itself.
That's a selling point.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I'm picturing an ad that's like Arnold Schwarzenegger pumping the gun, and
Oh
then he's
my
like,
God.
"But wait, it pumps itself."
He's about to, but someone's like
Yeah,
comes
right,
out and
right.
actually.
The gun just moves by itself.
No, it's the Simpsons star Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Yes. All right. So how did you do on that
Yes,
one?
4 this time.
Okay, so that's 13. So that kills him.
Hmm.
Woo.
All right. So you put your man down.
Riddled
All right.
with holes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, just
Yes.
you know.
Alright.
Hope pebbles up.
Yeah. And Ken.
All right, so Ken, he's got his target in sights. Anyone still listening to our comms can start hearing him sort of hum like an off-key "Happy Birthday" to himself.
Oh Jesus!
Yes.
And is it your birthday?
He's a little fried from the BTL, so a part of his consciousness always thinks it's his birthday.
I love it.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
every time Cat's just like, "Happy birthday, buddy!"
Oh,
Yeah. Every morning.
Yeah.
oh well, I
That
forgot to
use
spend
this.
edge.
Treat every day like it's your birthday.
That's true. Yes.
So on all those lovely dice,
Oh.
I got one success.
One success.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
wow.
Spend some edge.
Before I spend edge, I get
Yeah.
to reroll 4 combat dice.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just picturing one part of your hangout has like just this permanently hung happy birthday sign.
Yeah.
I totally could have rerolled 2 of my combat.
Oh,
That's 2 successes, and then I'm gonna spend an edge to reroll the rest.
Okay.
Alright.
Jesus.
I know.
Yeah.
Like right as I was rolling, I was like, "Shit! I'm supposed to be spending edge right now."
No. There they go.
Okay, that's happier.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
there. Yay!
All right, so yeah, that's 5.
5. Okay, and who are you aiming at? The guy you shot before?
The guy I shot before.
All right.
So,
And what was your damage again?
9 or 8 piercings, so that becomes 13, or 8 physicals, so that becomes 15 or 13.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right, so you put another man down.
Nice.
And so yeah, between the bear, the shaman, the razor
Wrecking ball.
whip,
The razor ball.
wrecking ball, the auto shotgun sniper, and the rifle sniper,
And the rest.
and the rest.
And the rest.
Hey, you already you had your moment earlier.
Yeah.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Just standing in the rain, huh?
She's the bar.
Yeah. In a lot of ways.
Basically, yeah, it doesn't take you long to put down the rest of this patrol and get the fuck out of there.
So
Yes.
once I see that, like, I'm doing the math, I guess.
Yeah.
And I get into the vehicle and
Yeah.
start it up and start to like
Okay.
map our course out of there.
Okay.
I have to
sure.
tell you, right before I kill the guy, I say to him, sorry to cut and run.
Oh.
Womp womp.
She likes spring.
I'm sorry to rob you of that moment. So
So is everyone getting
We
in the
know.
vehicles?
We know.
In the vehicle?
As
Yeah.
a character, I do will always be punished.
the bear after savaging a couple of the guys just like disappears into the rain. You know.
I'm so intrigued, Mr. Bear.
That's neat. So everyone's in the vehicle and we're driving out of there?
Yep.
Okay, so I have one more quote for everybody.
All right. We'll end on a quote.
So everybody's like, just decompressing from that and say,
Yeah.
remember, quality is impossible to capture on film. I'm just like, driving out.
Wait, are you saying we were being recorded?
Yeah, she's saying we should have been because it was awesome.
Oh. Great. So you all get 3 karma for that successful run.
Yay.
And yeah, I think that was a pretty good tour of the system actually.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
So, just so I understand, karma can be translated into money if we want to buy things.
Well, you don't even have to go that far. It's just you're spending karma. It's just in the fiction, as it were. You know, it's like that's can represent money.
And if we wanted to, like, upgrade the van or whatever, can we decide to chip in together, or like ever?
Absolutely, yeah.
We'd have like
Decide
a
to chip
communal
in.
shadow imp.
Absolutely, I think so. Yeah, why not?
How does karma translate in terms of buying?
Self-improvement.
Yeah.
I'll post something on the wiki.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you spotted the rule about max skills, but if your
Yes.
slots are full, it's by communal agreement. If we want to go beyond the
6.
I vote
slots for
yes.
skills.
All right.
I vote yes right now.
I vote no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I picked jack of all trades, so we can reroll one
smart.
fail on any unskilled roll.
Another character of Jack of all trades.
Do our plot
It
points
is.
carry over, or do
They do not.
Okay.
They do.
We
It's
just renew.
started based.
Yeah. Everything resets. Your edge resets. Plot points reset.
Right.
Well, great game, everybody.
Fantastic fun, guys.
I like the Shadowrun.
We'll see where it goes.
Do you want me to post like news items and leads on the wiki in between sessions, or do you want that to be like at the top of the session?
Let's see. I think top of the
Top, so that you're just dealing with it in real time.
Yeah, whatever works. Are we doing midweek tasters on this one, or
If you want to, yeah, absolutely.
Tasters?
Okay, what are we defining for tasters? Just like vignettes from life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
So it's really just fluff.
yeah, exactly. But I you know, if
It's
you
not
post,
structured, is I guess what I'm saying.
yeah, if you post a taster, that's definitely worth a plot point, I'd say.
Huzzah.
Does backstory update count as?
You know, I think it does actually. I'll post that up on the wiki
What,
if
mine?
that's okay.
Let me,
So are
can
we
I
gonna
edit
have a
it?
separate
It's submitted.
section of the wiki for the midweek tasters?
We used to do it on the forums, but then I found out that people can't see it. So
Yes.
just put it in the adventure log.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I'll make it up.
Right on.
Sweet.
Awesome.